Man, it's going away August 1st? When's August 1st?
It's on August 1st.
How soon?
Very fast. Very fast.
How soon is that? August 1st. Let me see. Today's July 26th. 2019. It's 5:00 p.m. That's me. Don't worry. It's okay. Wow. We're actually early because we normally start 6 minutes in. So we're actually early tonight.
We are. Very
good. We normally start 26 minutes in.
Lately, I know.
and people can actually hear me finally because I have a new toy.
Look at that. Wow, man.
I have a microphone now.
I was going to say Annie has a microphone.
That's cool.
Yeah, actually works too. Go figure.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Cool. Yeah, it's Rob Johnson, everybody.
Howdy. Nice to see everyone.
And David Nesdahl. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong button. Wait. Oh.
Yeah,
wait. How come I can't hit that button? Okay, one more time. David Nesdahl. Oh, crap. Okay, all right. The one button stuck.
Next thing you know, Dave just like hangs up.
I was thinking about it.
Oh my gosh. Today's the 26th. Hey, Diary of Her Mind. Thank you very much for tweeting this out. Thank you so much. I'll retweet you. Awesome. Everybody, Diary of Her Mind. Oh, the button works now. The popcorn button.
The popcorn button. Right.
David Nesdahl. But now it's popcorn, so.
Wait, I thought the popcorn thing went. I thought the popcorn sound was. I thought that's what it was. Popcorn. On the iPhone. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, one of the.
The sound.
The sounds. I don't know. I leave mine on the default one. I don't touch any of the other ones.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. Wow. Yeah. Welcome everybody. It's Friday. We got 29 watching, 12 thumbs ups. Let's see if we can match. See if we can get 28 thumbs ups within the next couple seconds. Should I read the list of who's who?
Yeah.
Why not? We got Joe Hervey 84. We got Guitar Collector 12. We got Ben Coombs. We got Brendan B. Buttcheeks, I think it is. Thomas Santiago. Broken Chains. Hey man. Smash. Is it Dald? I think. You guys have to chat for me to see what's going on. Nerd Halen. There he is.
Caleb. What's up, Caleb?
Greg Grimm. Hey, good to see you, man. Steve Carmichael. Holy crap. Everybody, wow. Steve Carmichael. I'll just do this after every name. Vinny 5150's here. David Ennis, the man, David Ennis. Standing ovation, everybody.
What's up, David?
We'd stand up, but none of us wearing pants. Hugh Caldwell, good to see you, man. All right. Everybody, Sean Marie sings. Everyone, it's Friday. Upside down. Is it upside down? Yeah. Good to see you, dude. Upside down day. Yeah. Yeah. Josco's Plumbing is here. Everybody is here. Welcome. Wow. What now?
Very cool. Johnny, what have you been up to today? How was your Friday?
How was it? Oh, it's still happening, man. It's still going. Still going, dude. I woke up. I had to go to Whole Foods, do some grocery, the groceries.
Mm-hmm.
I came back here. I did a little stream over on the second channel, which I don't know if Nightbot is even going to be here tonight. Let me see.
Is he taking a break? Is Nightbot on break again?
It's right there.
That happens. Oh, okay. There's Nightbot. Let me see if that works. There's my second channel right there, everybody. There we go. Okay, I see. We actually have to be live for that to be happening. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So everybody, subscribe to my second channel. There it is. I did a stream today where I did a food show, actually, where I was teaching you how to make ramen.
Ooh,
it was very educational.
Very
and
cool.
those of you that were there are probably, I think you're all done throwing up by now. So it's all good. But yeah, check it out. Check it out. Second channel. Rick Hefner's here. Hey, good to see you. Dr. Jimmy. Good to see you. I recognize a lot of these names. Good to see you guys. Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs. Bozique. Thank you very much, dude. Not going to chat because I'm working. Have a good show. Thank you, Bozique. Bozique, everybody.
What's up, Bozique?
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. What else? Rob. Well, hang on. Let's get Dave in here. Nesdal.
Hi.
How are you doing, man?
I'm good.
Clayton J6, 1996. Today is 1550 Friday. That's right, man.
Yes, it is,
everybody.
Clayton.
You got everybody. I'm high on speed. I stepped on a needle in the parking lot, and wow. Dr. Jimmy, thank you, dude.
Hey, Johnny, did you...
Except for that pan I burned earlier.
Johnny, did you hear what the blonde lady said when she saw the banana peel?
Oh,
she said, whoops, I'm going to slip again.
Did you guys know? I learned this the other day. I probably shouldn't say this on here. Did you know it's a thing to use warm banana peels? Do you know anything about that? I'm not going to say for what, but apparently it's a thing. You put a banana peel in the microwave, and if you know about that.
Oh,
I just heard about it the other day, and I'm like, really?
Yeah. Okay, I heard about it. I know what you're talking about.
Dave's like, I didn't know the camera was on.
What's up there, Fruitcake?
Hey, Fruitcake Tony. Hey, man. I got a couple. You guys, we're on a roll. See, you start on time. Look what happens, man.
Exactly.
We're all right on. Plus, I'm my third cup of duels,
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Tony. Fruitcake Tony. I got some stuff here to open up.
Ooh, cool.
Thank you so much.
We got some unwrapping.
Some undoings.
Undoings
here. And then I got something also here from Canada. It says it's a CD. I don't know who it is. I'll open it. I'll open it though. So, wow. What else?
Very cool.
Gotta keep going. Come on.
All right, bye.
What else? What Kramer Pacer is that, Rob? And we can hear that.
Well, before we get into this Pacer, because this is probably going to be the highlight of the night, and I'm going to let Dave start off the conversation. But before we get into that, I just want to show one thing that I did on my.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know. I am wearing pants, but I wanted to show. Oh, my chair turned around.
Ooh, I heard that's a thing too.
With all this talk about the Bumblebee guitars and everything, with the new EVH replica B guitar, which I think is just absolutely amazing, thought it was pretty cool to do a little bit of mods to mine, to my B guitar, in lieu of all the stuff that Chip and EVH have done with this amazing replica, of Eddie's original Monster, 79 Monster. So it kind of forced me to kind of take a look at mine and go, okay, there's a couple of things I can do to mine. So the first thing I did was I worked a little bit more on the knots on the headstock. So I used basically a stain pen and kind of worked on the knots a little bit, made them a little bit more accurate as far as I could tell. I didn't realize that this little notch right here was actually a small hole. You guys can see it right here. It's actually a small hole, not just a nick. And I believe what it was.
It's not just a hole; it's a small hole.
It's a small hole.
And it's not just small; it's a hole.
I believe what it was what Eddie had on his Star guitar, which was he had a screw or a piece, something sticking out to keep the bar from swinging around. Because back when he initially made this guitar, it didn't have a Floyd on it. It had a basic Charvel
V-trim.
V-trem, right? And if the bar kept swinging, it would unscrew. So I think that was based off a stop. And then when Eddie actually put the Floyd on, he didn't need it anymore, so he took it off. So I did a little bit of relicking to the guitar. I painted the back of the block black to kind of look like like a steel one. And then the biggest thing was I switched the bar out to a chrome bar, and I did some relicking on my bridge, so you can kind of see, the kind of oxidized.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Look to it. So yeah, it came out pretty cool. So
is that a Floyd arm?
I don't know if it's a Floyd arm. It's a little bit tight. I got to loosen it up a little bit. It's just kind of a knockoff, long. Dave. It's the only one that I had that was chrome. So when I come down to see you, I might ask you for another bar for this, but
that could work as an actual kickstand. If you sat the guitar up, and then if it tilted over, a little bit, it would actually stay standing up.
Well, this works in a kickstand too. No.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, anyways, my B has had some mods done to it, and it's pretty cool. So, thank you to EVH for inspiring me to do some B mods. Is that a word, B mods?
I don't know, but
B mods.
Man.
So
cool.
Oh, and before we get into the other thing you guys might have seen on my Instagram page today, Chad Wall, our good friend Chad Wall, has my old 918V guitar. So I couldn't stand being without a 918V. So thanks to our good friend Chris Locke from Locke Customs Guitars, sent me an amazing Beretta style body, and came in a couple of days ago. And I went to town right off the bat and did the paint job myself. In true form, the 918V paint job. Put the space tape on today with a little blue star.
Oh, did you use some of those pictures?
I did. I used those.
Sent?
Yep, I did, Johnny, and they came in handy because I saw some different angles that I hadn't seen. I got the pulling off in about 2 weeks, so it leaves the residue. And so this is the new 918V guitar body. I have the correct neck plate, Kramer neck plate from Neptune. And our good friend Scott Smith is supposed to be working on a neck for me for this. And so the new 918V beast will be complete probably within the next few weeks, hopefully.
Awesome, man. That's awesome.
Very cool.
And thank you to who took those pictures, Johnny, a couple of weeks ago. Those new ones that hit the Discord. Ding! Which ones?
I wish I could remember.
Oh, because they're amazing
pictures. I might have said in the Discord, actually. But yeah, okay. Somebody sent us somebody had a friend of theirs had taken them, and they sent them to them, and they sent them to us.
Right.
But yeah, those pictures there you go, John BL. There it is. Nightbot, come on. There it is. Thank you. Yeah, amazing pictures of the front of that guitar.
Oh, incredible.
Thank you again, whoever sent them to us.
Yeah, somebody was. Now that is in what, Amsterdam, at a Hard Rock Cafe in Amsterdam, Holland, is it?
Is it Amsterdam? Possibly, yeah. Yeah, the dog paw. I know. I was telling Rob before we went live. I'm like, are you sure you're talking to the front end of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, you got to be right on that. You can't be far away either. You got to be. That's a mic where you gotta be like this. Same with me.
You have your mic close too, right, Johnny? You got your mic close too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have to have mine so close. I have to talk, in front. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I tell you guys that Lipton tea is hot stuff.
This one doesn't have to be so close.
That's what she said?
Yeah, it's very long. It's very long, so yeah.
Wow. Man. Yeah, you guys, you can leave us a voicemail right there. 415-952-3263. And if it's, I don't know, I'll play anything. Call up, leave us a voicemail, and I'll play it. Make sure to say your name on there, though, too.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. So what else? What else? Do you want me to open a package? I got 3 of them.
Yeah.
Johnny, open a package.
Okay, I'm gonna open a package. Here we go. Here we go.
I got a package right here I can open.
Oh my goodness. At least with that mic now, we can actually hear.
I know you guys can hear what my stupid jokes are, right?
No, every time you stand up, we actually hear because it's so close to the mic now.
That's right.
All right. All right. Tony? Oh, whoops. Anthony? Here we go. Here we go. Whoa! Dude! Look at this, you guys.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Look at that. Thank you so much, man.
Man, you opened that package pretty quickly there, Johnny.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? It says there's 50. I think there's about 36 of them in here. Let me see. No, Tony, I accidentally opened these yesterday because I thought we were going to... Dave got mad at me, too.
Yeah, I was like, he was like, oh, we're going to do... I'll be... In about an hour, we'll do an unboxing, type thing. I said, okay, I'm by my computer. I'll wait for you. He makes me wait a whole hour or longer. And then he says, oh, Tony said open on Friday. I'm like, I could have been doing a shitload of different things.
He's like, I could have been sitting in that chair over there the past hour, not this one. The TV's on. I actually could have been looking at it. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. You got... Come on. If my arm was as long as that kickstand.
I can see it.
All right, there we go. johnnybeane.com right there. And look at that.
Very cool.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
What happened to the little red dot in the middle of the eyes?
Oh. Mm-hmm. Cool. So there's the front and the back. Thank you so much, dude. Hey, Charles Green. Right there.
Nice. What gauge are they?
I would say they're heavy. Oh yeah, they're pretty heavy. They're a little bigger than Fenders. A little bigger, a little pointier. But yeah, they're definitely heavies. I can use them. And actually, like I said, I accidentally opened these yesterday. I did a session. I did a recording session last night. And then I did a rehearsal last night, and I used one of these last night, or a couple of them. So thank you.
What weight are they, Johnny? Are they mediums, lights, or heavy?
Heavy. You didn't hear what he said 2 minutes ago?
I forgot.
All the blood rushed to somewhere else.
Well, because I've been stealing Dave's picks for the last 3 months. So every time I go out there, I walk off 5 of his Davi picks.
Oh no. Yeah, they're heavies. They're heavies. Thank you so much. Thank you. I was at Guitar Center yesterday, and I left a few of these. What I like to do is I'll any guitar that I try. I'll go ahead and stick a pick under the strings under the price tag and just leave it. So people can
That's cool.
can find these. And these smiley faces, they're a great addition, man.
I like that.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
very
Thank
cool.
you, man. Thank you. Tony Neville again.
Very cool.
So I got 2 more to open. I'll let you guys... let me adjust my light because it's a little bright. Hey, Magic Jones. Thank you, dude.
Hey, Johnny, where's your EVH sign?
It's in there.
Oh, it's in the guitar stand.
In the thing, yeah. Yeah, it's not open. I should probably open it, I guess.
What kind of guitar is that? Which one is that you have in the back there on the stand?
That is a Hamer Phantom.
Ooh, cool.
Right there. And I was playing that as we were just starting this.
How long have you had that guitar?
I got that guitar in 1997.
Oh wow.
It's so weird to say 19 now in front of a year, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Unless
we're
you're
like-
talking about a birthday or something. It's
Right. Because we're 19 years into the 2000s, so it's kind of like, yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Remember the Prince song? I'm gonna party like it's 1999.
Mhm.
Remember years ago we were thinking like, wow, that's a ways off, 1999.
Mhm. Mhm.
Crazy.
When did that come out? Come out.
When,
Oh,
when,
I
when
don't
did
know.
you learn? When did your Kramer came out?
What?
Huh?
Nothing.
1999. What was that? 80, 82?
Yeah, 1999 was in '82.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the guitar. What? Oh, the guitar. Oh, Guitar More. Can I say that? Guitar More. Hey, that's I like that. Guitar More. Guitar More. Yeah, I don't know. Leave a thumbs up. Comment if you want me to open that or not. I don't know. I'll leave my light the way it is now. I don't think it's too annoying, but 82 Fruitcake Tony. Thank you, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never thought that was that early. I thought it was more like later 80s, but huh.
No. No, that's why it was so weird because later 80s it would be like, "Oh, that's just,
Yeah.
Yeah,
12 years from now, no big deal,
right.
Right.
I mean,
right,
and it
right.
was before Purple Rain. And what was that? '84.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Purple Rain, man, and that's everybody. You've seen that movie, right? Everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you haven't though, right?
No. I grew up on that, man.
Oh, okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Happy that you saw some movies.
Mm-hmm.
Some movies.
Yeah. No, I've always been a huge Prince fan, man.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
He's
Not as much as Andy Summers, but
Andy Summers was a big Prince fan.
no, Johnny Beane was
He
a big
probably
Andy
is.
Summers fan.
Probably.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Andy Summers. Speaking of that guitar, that's actually the unofficial Andy Summers model right there.
Oh, really?
That's what that kind of is. Actually, those guitars were made kind of for Andy Summers.
How long have you owned that particular model, Johnny? How many of those? I mean, how many of those Hamers have you?
You asked me
owned?
that already.
No, but how many Hamers have you owned? I mean, like, is that the only Hamer you have?
Let's just sit here. I've had 3 of these, and I still have 3 of them. This particular one, a friend of mine pulled up in a car one day. And hey, Cameron Brown, hey man,
Cameron Brown.
good
Cameron,
to see you.
this guitar belongs to a customer of mine. It's a USA Wolfgang. Very cool guitar. I'll tell you the story about it, but it belongs to a customer of mine. And again, that's it.
Mm-hmm. A customer?
Yeah.
Are you like a butcher or something?
Yeah, I cut guitars up by the pound.
So yeah. Anyway, Rob. Yeah, I've had that guitar since '97. I have 3 of them. This particular one, a friend of mine pulls this out of the trunk. It was just the guitar. There was no bridge. There was pickups, not that pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you want this? $125. It's yours.
Oh wow.
You
You
there was
have a
no
black
bridge.
one too, right? You got a
So-
black one too, don't you? A black
So I
one.
had to build it. I had to build the guitar. Yeah, actually, the black one is in the case right there.
It's
That's
in his
what
pants.
That's what. No. That's what I used on the that session I did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Was the black one? Sounded great. And actually, I kind of talked about that earlier on my other channel, my second channel. Which again, subscribe over there. If you want random, wait a minute, type something. If you want the weird videos that I won't put up here anymore, they'll be over there. Speaking of weird video, vlogging, I'll be doing the Veda challenge again this year. Why not?
Yeah.
My 12th year in a row doing those, and I'll do all those on the second channel. So look for that. Oh, and we have a podcast too, by the way.
Yeah, podcast.
Wow, podcast. Which you guys are leaving reviews over there, or you're leaving stars or something. I saw somebody left a bunch of stars over there. Thank you so much over on iTunes. So go ahead and actually, here we go. Let me get the iTunes link for you guys. Should be right there. But yeah, leave us some reviews. Leave us this many stars if you like. And it's basically it's this show, just the audio form of it.
Right.
Which a lot of people listen, you know, they, you know, Phil McKnight told me years ago, you know, he just listens to us, you know. So why not, you know, listen to the podcast. Hey, Quentin. What else? Should I open another thing? Or?
Yeah, open up one more thing.
Yeah.
Shut your beak and open up something else.
Where's Howie?
Howie is taking a nap. He's sleeping. He was out here. Check out the video I did earlier on the second channel. Howie made an appearance on there. Okay, here's another package here, or letter, or mailing from our friend Tony Neville. Awesome. It comes with a letter here.
Fruitcake.
Whoa. Dude. To Johnny, I heard you once say that Andy Summers is your favorite guitar player. Rob just said that about 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
No. Rob said that he loved Prince. Andy Summers loved Prince.
Oh, anyway.
Andy Summers loves Prince.
Snail mail is catching up to email now because look, Rob just said that, and all of a sudden I got this. Enjoy. Cheers. Fruitcake, Tony. Wow. Thank you so much, dude.
Wow, very cool.
Look at that.
How nice. Oh, that's really cool.
Andy Summers guitar pick from 2007, 2008.
Wow, that's very cool.
Thank you, Tony.
Damn.
That's awesome. I like that. That's pretty cool.
I'd like it too. That's very nice, Tony. Yeah, you give Johnny Beane something, but not me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I don't want anything from you now. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Lord. I'm on a roll.
A roll of toilet paper? Okay.
Yeah, everybody wants some. Now I want one too.
I like the way the roll of toilet paper hangs out of the back of your pants.
I'm gonna have to take care. I'm gonna have to take care of that in just a minute. So
that's yuck.
Oh,
awesome.
Stop.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Wow,
Tony.
that's cool. I've never seen Andy Summers'
Tony. Thank you. There it is.
That's one of them 2mm jobbies, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a 2.0 Dunlop.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Very cool.
It's the same as this.
Yep.
It's the same as this one.
Different color though.
The purple ones that I have. It's the same exact ones.
Yep.
I have one of those, but I don't have a police one.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Blankenship just tried to call me, and he just cut me off my video. Can you guys see me?
Just your avatar.
Yeah, Mark Blankenship called me.
You look mad now.
Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right, bye.
Wow.
Man.
I think I gotta adjust my my lighting now. Tessie Switch, everybody. Make sure to check out Tessie Switch.
Yeah.
Right there. My lighting. Yeah, I got to turn my lighting down.
Yeah, because now you white. Oh, there he goes. Turning the lighting down. So as I was saying earlier, actually I wasn't really saying anything. This guitar belongs to a very good friend of mine, a customer of mine who lives in South Carolina. He sent it up to me to get a setup done, and it was having problems staying in tune. So so I got the guitar yesterday, and I opened the box, and the strings were about a mile off the fretboard, and I put a couple of small shims in the neck. Then I played with the tremolo, and it didn't want to stay in tune at all, no matter what I did. So I put an original Floyd Rose on it, an original R2 Floyd, German Floyd Rose nut on it. Put new strings on it, and it's perfect. It stays in tune amazingly. I don't know what was going on with the EVH Floyd. Some of them are great, and some of them just aren't. And apparently, that one wasn't. But
that was the same with your Amber EVH, right, Dave? Didn't you put an original Floyd on that? It was the same exact thing. The EVH Floyd sucked, and
some of them are good, and some of them are not. And that, it's unfortunate, but it's okay. Thank God I had one.
What do you attribute that to, Dave? Like poor metal or like aluminum?
Some people say it's the same exact metal. I don't believe it is. I really don't believe it is. So yeah, I'm thinking that it's softer metal or something somewhere is not exactly right. Can't put my finger on it. I really can't put my finger on it, but the guitar is perfect now. On Tuesday, after you leave the house, Rob, I'm going to take this. Unless you want to go with me, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to take this guitar with me to go get a kill switch put in.
Oh.
And then on Wednesday, I'll send it out.
How far away is that?
It's a half hour away, and it only takes about an hour for him to do the work.
Huh. I'm wondering if he could... we'll see. We'll see. And that kind of leads you and me into our next little topic of discussion of why I actually have this guitar in my hands. Would you be willing to go grab that other guitar that...
yeah, I could do that.
Just for the sake of how this all started?
Yeah.
And while Dave is doing that, I have this really amazing Kramer 1984 Pacer Deluxe guitar, which is exactly like a guitar that I used to own, except mine was white, and because their bodies are so heavy. And this is my Neptune guitar now. Well, the body is anyways. This is an original Kramer Pacer 84. It's obviously a custom neck, but yeah.
So that's the same body?
Same body. Kramer 1984 Pacer Deluxe body, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this is. Mine was white originally, and I'm going to let Dave start this off. But yeah, this is an amazing guitar. I picked it up today, and I've been kind of jamming on it a little bit, and I love it. So,
Microphone.
My microphone,
jamming.
what?
There you go.
Go ahead, Dave. You got the floor.
Oh, I do? So Rob has been wanting this guitar that I'm about to show for a long time, probably since I've gotten it. But he had his purple Pacer, and that was taking care of his Pacer craze. But unfortunately, he had to let that one go, and now he doesn't have a 2-pickup Pacer. So lately he's been like, I want this guitar, and I'm like, I don't know, Rob, man. There's nothing there.
Which means
I like the guitar.
Hold on a couple of months, and we'll make it happen.
So your microphone is cutting in and out. So try not to hit the table or whatever it's at.
Who are you calling?
No, nobody. I just went to pick something up. Go ahead, Dave.
It sounds like one of those old rotary. Rotary phone.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening with your microphone every time you hit the table or whatever. And so I decided, I was like, you know what? Yeah, if he wants it, I don't really care. It's fine. But I originally said, I originally said to Rob, well, call up Chris Locke and have him, make another body and neck for me. And then I thought to myself, no, because then I'll have to pay for parts. I'm giving him a whole guitar. I don't want to pay for anything. I don't want to pay for parts to build another guitar. I just don't want to do it.
I'm not giving that asshole anything. No.
No, I'm just tired of doing that. Every time I trade something, it's for parts, and not every part. And then, it's just a pain in the rear end. So I said,
It's a pain in the parts.
yeah. So I figured let me look on Reverb and eBay, see if there's anything out there that I like for not too much money, and see if we can make this trade happen. So I found the guitar, and it was the one that Rob is holding, and he
Wow.
the guy who had the guitar lives about an hour away from Rob. So Rob said, "Sure, I'll go pick up that guitar and bring it to you like Monday. Are you doing anything Monday?" I said, "That's great." So this is the guitar that Rob is getting. My green Pacer.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. And I'll be getting that red guitar.
So one of the things I did, Dave kind of started out the conversation on this, is when I sold my purple Pacer, obviously I wanted another Pacer to replace it with. And like I said, the green being my favorite color. That's why I kind of approached Dave. But the one thing I wanted on it that I was kind of missing was on my original purple Pacer, it had gold Gatto crown heads, which are very rare. And I was able to find a set on eBay for a hefty price, and they just came in the other day. So the one thing I'm going to be doing with that guitar, I'll probably put a gold Floyd on it too, because I'm going to use that Floyd for my 918V. Is I actually found these, and these are gold Gatto original crown head tuners. So these will be going on that guitar, which will kind of satisfy the more vintage craze. So that's pretty cool. I'm kind of excited about that. So the timing on these tuners was really, really good. And I want to thank Mark Blankenship, our good friend, for showing me these tuners. So this morning, Dave actually called me a couple of days ago, and he says, "Hey, Rob, what do you think of this guitar?" And I checked it out. And he said, this guy lives about an hour away from me. And he said, "What do you think?" And I said, "Sure, I'll go pick it up." So I left this morning about, actually Barney and I left this morning at about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. Barney did. I slept because I was, Barney, you drove, right? And,
that'd be the greatest thing if dogs could drive, man.
I know.
Well,
Barney's so small, I don't think his feet would reach the pedal, but so we got there, and I met this gentleman, and he was a really cool guy, and I picked up this amazing guitar. And this is I'm going to let Dave explain it a little more, but it's a 1984 Kramer Pacer Deluxe in like a candy apple red, original Floyd Rose, humbucker single, rosewood neck, hockey stick tilt back headstock with a Kramer logo, gold Kramer logo, and it's exactly like the one that I had a couple of years ago, which is now my Neptune guitar, but I got rid of the neck. Original Schaller tuners. It's got the Allen wrench keys on the back, so it's pretty original. Neck is in really great shape. It is it's a C series, C?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, C series Kramer original neck plate. Obviously it's top loaded. So yeah, great guitar. Volume, tone. It's got a coil tapping switch in it, and obviously a selector switch. And yeah, very, very cool guitar. Amazing condition for a 1984. Came with an original Kramer case. The case is really beat up, but it is an original case.
Yeah, I'm actually looking on Reverb and eBay for a new case for it. So.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna want that, dude. But it is an original case. And what I really love about these guitars, which is exactly the same as my Neptune guitar, because that's what this Neptune is. It's an original Kramer Pacer Deluxe body, which is why I wanted to use this for my Neptune. They're very heavy bodies, and I think Dave is the one that kind of schooled me on this. They're actually maple bodies. So this guitar will be being delivered by myself to my really great friend Dave Nesdall on Monday, and I'm going to be dropping this off for Dave. And yeah, I hope you like it, buddy. It's a great guitar.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll like it. I'm just gonna have to do a little
Striping?
No. No way.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna need a setup, because I mean the action is way too high. I could set it up, but I'm actually gonna wait and let Dave do it because it's going to him. So I want him to do the work to it because it's gonna be a personalized thing. So I'd rather have him do it. What I did do to the guitar today is because I mean it is in amazing condition for a 1984. It's not beat up at all. But I did wipe everything down. I wiped the dust off. I took a rag with some linseed oil, and I went over the neck to kind of take out some of the dryness. I wiped the dust off in between the tuners, and a very, very light coat of oil on the Floyd, very light, just to kind of shine it up a little bit. And yeah, great guitar.
The only thing I'd like to do, Rob, when you get here with this guitar, is I'd like to take the titanium saddle blocks out and put them in that guitar, and put those in this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
that's fine.
Other than that, you can have it like this.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm going to do with that guitar is I'm going to take that bridge off, and I'm going to be using that Floyd because it's gold. Because it's chrome. I'm going to be using that Floyd on my 918V. So I will be looking for a original gold Floyd Rose for that guitar. Because I'm going to be putting these Gatto crown head tuners on that guitar to make it more vintage looking. Because these are very hard to find, these crown heads in gold. So, yeah, should be good. So it worked out as a win-win.
Cool. And thank you.
Oh.
Cheers.
And hey, Jay. Oh, Jay can't hear us. I forgot. Jay was in the chat for a minute.
What's up, Jay?
He's having dinner with everybody. He hasn't been with us this week because he's had company all week.
Mm-hmm. Ben Coombs, yes, this is the guitar that Craig finished for me, refinished, and now it will have been refinished for Rob.
And then I will refinish it myself. No.
It'll be striped up. Oh, wait, Rob, who are you calling? You want me to connect you? That's what that sounds like.
Something tells me that microphone needs to be on either in rubber bands,
on the trash can.
No, it needs to be suspended. It needs to be suspended in air.
Because how is it now? Like that, I'm not touching it.
It's fine now. Just every time you touch
it's soft.
Every time I touch it, it gets big. Wait, what?
Oh, see, wait a minute. What are you touching there?
I'm not touching anything. I'm putting my B away.
Uh-huh.
Now it's not making any noise.
Something's definitely dragging when he's next to that. Something's.
Yeah,
you're touching.
No, it's dragging because it's so long. It drags on the floor all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh. What the knuckles?
Only on Friday.
What?
He's got no luck with microphones. No luck at all.
Oh, come on. Right.
When you watch the video back,
Rob
you'll
censors
hear what we're
himself.
talking about.
Okay.
The microphone, it's on censorship mode where it censors every other thing you say.
Dave, I will be getting a Yeti very soon. So.
It sounds good when it's working, but every once in a while it goes. It's almost like it's doing Morse code.
Dave, can I ask you a question? Actually, do you by any chance happen to have any extra barrel jacks kicking around?
I don't have any.
Do you have any extra 500K volume pots?
I may have one, but it's a solid shaft. You'd have to put like an MXR knob on it. One of the ones that you...
Okay, do you have a black tone knob?
Maybe.
Okay.
This is like one of those old timey '50s game shows.
I know. When I go to
See, it has all the noises from when television, sucked. Yeah, because it's like you're talking to the mic. You're both wearing headphones. It's like you're asking questions, and it's like what was the old game show where charades or something where you had to guess what they were talking about?
Go fish.
See, now Rob's unplugged. You can't hear him at all.
Yeah, can't hear you at all, Rob. Nothing.
The thing broke. Mancuda just unplugged it.
How about now?
Yep, now it's back.
Okay.
Well, no, now he's talking through his he unplugged it.
Freaking Blankenship keeps calling me.
Wait, you just thanked him, and now you're like, oh, thank you so much. Now you're like, dude, leave me alone. Oh, tonight's fun. We need more thumbs up.
He keeps calling me.
We got 90 watching. Oh, now he's calling me.
Is he? Okay, John.
I don't even know him. I don't know Mark.
Seriously, pick it up. It's Blankenship.
I don't think it is because I don't think he knows Johnny.
Oh, he does. He does.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bow out and come back in, Rob.
Okay, hold on.
Someone's got to do something about his microphone.
But what I can't understand is I got my phone on Do Not Disturb. So why is it going to keep cutting me off?
I don't know. Is he on your favorite list?
Hang on one second. Hold on. I wonder if I call him, if it makes a big difference. Hold on.
Oh, does he want to be on here?
He's going to be. Didn't have a choice now.
Hello?
Hey, on air.
Oh, I'm on live on air. Well, hey guys, what's up?
This is the Johnny Beane show, and Johnny is here, and Dave is here, and I'm here.
You're wearing headphones, though, so he can't hear us unless he's.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
I can't hear you, but.
Johnny, hey Dave, how's it going, guys?
Wait, hang on one second. Go ahead. Now they can hear you.
Hey, man.
Hey Johnny, hey Dave, how are you guys doing tonight?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Just got back from the lake for the evening and just kicking back, chilling.
Okay, so every time you call me, you kick me off their show, so I have to get back on.
All right, so I'm going to ask the question, Mark. Do you have a gold Floyd Rose for Rob?
Yeah. Funny thing of it is, when Rob called me earlier, I was out in the middle of the lake on a pontoon boat, and I really couldn't hear him that well.
Was Jason following you?
I got the call back, but I didn't know he was going to be on air with you guys. Sorry about that.
No. We're just jazzing you. No problem. I just want to say real quick. Mark Blankenship is he's a great guy. He has helped Dave, myself, and probably a lot of other folks out over the years with some very rare parts. Tuners. If you need some rare parts, Floyd's, tuners, things like that, Mark is usually the guy to go to. So any of you guys that are looking for something that's kind of rare and unique, look up Mark Blankenship on Facebook. He's a great guy. He's a lot of fun to talk to. He's a great friend, and he's got some amazing resources. That all being said, Mark, what do you have for me right now? No, I'm joking. I'm kidding. And he also makes amazing pick guards. He makes amazing pick guards, by the way.
Yeah, that's kind of a funny story. Years ago,
Plug the mic back in. We can't hear him.
Hey, I got to have a hobby because, I don't want to be a Walmart greeter. Nothing wrong with that, but, that's not what I set out to do when I retired. But I'm like, I'm going to make me a 78 replica. So I reached out in the group and I was like, who makes pick guards? And he was like, nobody does. And I messaged Sean Christopher. I said, hey, who made yours? And he goes, I made one for myself. And I said, could you make me one? And he's like, no, you go on and make one. So I had worked a little bit with Donnie Ward and had to tweak the design a little bit as far as the margins and stuff, just very little. But the big thing that I had to tweak was the location of the screw holes for the pick guard, and it helps lining up your stripes and stuff. So I blew up an image of the 78 black and white body and checked all the screw hole locations. And I started from there, and, you know, without you guys, I wouldn't be having anything to do, you know, sitting around the house, you know. And but that leads me to the tuners and stuff. Everybody's like, you know, how do you have the time to do that? Well, see, it's kind of like reading the morning newspaper for me. And before I go to bed, that's what I do. I look for tuners and I look for parts. And I was like, you know, I'm the one that seems like might be the only person that has time to do this, seeing how I'm retired. So I did this for myself. So when I see these things, whether I need them or not, I'm going to buy them. And then somebody out there is going to say, hey, I need a set. Well, I'm your guy to come to, because 9 times out of 10, I probably already got them. I mean, Dave and the kid and Hubbard and Rob, you know, all you guys hit me up, and I've fortunately had what you guys are looking for. So
Well, we appreciate that. We really appreciate that, Mark. We really do.
Hey, Mark, you have a set of gold crown Godos?
Well, I got the ones with the logo on them on the back, not just the plain back. I think I'll send you a picture of those.
Yeah, you did. I'm just busting your chops. I know you're not ready to get rid of them yet.
Well, it's one of those things. I'm thinking about doing a purple Pacer, but then you run into that problem, you know, do I go get the paint custom made? Do I have somebody do it for me, like, you know, Jeff Rich? And then I'm like, you know, I really don't know if I'm going to open up that can of worms yet, but you never know. If I don't, I'll sell them. But if I do, you know, I need to hang on to them. So
I'm going to be old and dead by then.
Yeah, I really haven't got that far yet. But you guys have started something with me. I mean, I just wanted to build a Frankenstrat. And then, you know, I look at a Frankenstrat and then somebody's building this build and somebody's building that build. And I'm like, geez, oh, Pete, man. So it's addicting, guys. You know that.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this one question. Do you have a gold original Floyd Rose for me?
Well, I sent you a message. I didn't know you was on air here, but I do have a gold Floyd, but some of the gold is peeling and flaking off. So I don't know if that would work for you or not. And it could use some TLC, but if you want one that looks kind of beat up and relic, then this is probably the one you would need.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you just want, I mean, because it's got some relicing, you can just send it to me for free, and you know, I understand that. You know, I'll take it off your hands. Oh, no. Tell you what, buddy, that's fine. I'll take it. Just shoot me a picture of it, and I'm sure we can work something out, my man.
Okay, no problem. I'll do that.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Shoot me a picture. All right. Hey, Mark, it's great to talk to you. Shoot me a picture, and thanks for coming on. We appreciate it, my man.
All right, no problem. I had no
Hey, Jason.
Hey,
Dave.
How are you?
Well, Dave's not wearing any pants.
Good. I'm just going to let, Rob get through his thing.
I'm fine, thank you.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, Johnny. How you doing, mate?
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Dave.
Take care, buddy. Thank you so much.
How are you?
Pretty riveting at the moment with, Rob taking his phone call.
I'll be right back. I got to use the room.
Oh. Wow.
Well, hey, what are you doing, Jason?
Rob, I'm here to try and rescue you, mate. You finally get yourself a damn mic, and now the damn thing won't work. What's going on?
I know. Dude, I tell you, I can't win. I can't. I go get myself a man.
I shit you not. Cameron Brown messaged me and said, and I'm not joking here, think you need to jump on and save the show and save the day, man. He literally did that. So, I'm here to play technical support.
Cameron is an awesome guy. I was actually talking to him on the phone. I called him maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. We were shooting the shit on the phone, and what a great guy he is. He's awesome. He's so much fun.
But your microphone sounds like pus, so let's fix this problem.
Wait, hold on.
All right. Listen,
okay, is that any better?
I'm seriously here to play technical support. That's why I've jumped on, is to save this whole mess it's turned into. So, is the microphone that you're using a USB mic, or has it got an XLR jack that's plugged into some sort of a sound card?
It's actually just plugged right into my headphone jack, actually, on my iPad.
Oh God. Okay. So, can you lift up the mic so I can actually see the connection on the end of the microphone, please?
Hold on one second.
Seriously, Johnny, he's hopeless. Oh, this is interesting. So, what's coming out of the microphone itself?
Right. Here's the mic.
Oh no! What's?
Oh. Okay. Now, why have you got a splitter cable on there?
Because that is the plug, and I only have a lightning link on my iPad, so it's got to go into this. Well, actually, hold on one second. Wait, hold on. Okay. Yeah, because it won't fit in that. It has to go in this little friggin'
I love this. Shauna Marie says, "Jason here to save the show."
Along, my man.
Super fun. Thank God for Jason McNamara. That's funny.
But the funny thing was when we started the show, Johnny was like, "Oh, it sounds great."
Well, listen, we're going to do a test because I'm suspicious as to whether that's actually being used right now. Can you just let me get a microphone here. Hang on 1 second so I can show you what
Uh-oh.
Okay, look, here you go. I'll use this one. All right, now get your thumbnail, turn it around backwards, and very lightly. Don't do it hard. Just go like that down the mic. Good. Okay, so the microphone is definitely operating. That's a start because it does actually sound suspiciously like it came straight from the iPhone. All right. Now the next thing is that converter. You're using the camera on your iPad, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we can't actually see where it's connecting right now because, like, what you're not hearing and what we're hearing is there's a whole bunch of static going crackle, crackle, crackle instead of hearing your voice. Like, I swear to God, you are born not to be able to use a fucking microphone. It's ridiculous.
I know. It's horrible. I know. It's awful.
On Tuesday night, okay, it's doing it again right now. And you're not touching anything.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Wait, hold on. Just for the sake of the rest of the show, is that any better?
Well, okay, so this is the thing. Now it's using the mic inside of your iPad, but it's very distant from you.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? One thing that might actually save things for you is, do you have a pair of just those simple white headphones with a lightning plug that come with the iPad?
I did, but my daughter stole them on me, so.
Oh, God, you really are doomed, aren't you?
I am, like, all over the place.
How does such a nice guy end up with such a bad hand dealt to him? I can't get it.
It's crazy. It's awful. Hey,
plug your microphone back. Plug your microphone back in, though. Like, we need to sort this out.
Okay, hold on. This has become a episode of the Munsters.
Yes, and you are hurt. All right, see, now that sounds a stack better already, but it's just the crackle that we're having a problem with. And I mean, everybody who's watching the show can hear the crackle. It's driving all of us crazy, I can guarantee.
Is it crackling right now, though?
No, not right this second. And it seems as though it just does it spasmodically, like you're not even touching anything and it's just doing it.
You know what I think, though? Honestly, Jason, whenever I touch the mic or I touch something on the stand that the mic is on, that's when it happens. If I don't touch
I get
anything,
that completely. So just put your finger on the face of the microphone for a second. Let's see what happens. Just touch it. No, nothing. Touch the stand that the microphone is connected to.
Okay.
Nothing. Okay. So when you showed me that adapter thing before, is that red, like in the middle of the adapter, you've got the plug coming out of the adapter. Is that actually plugged into anything?
No, it's literally just plugged into the headphone jack.
Because I can't see the connection right now, so it's sort of hard to determine exactly. You know, you've got your iPhone there, right? Can you take a photo with your camera and then show us what it looks like when it's plugged into your iPad?
Yep, I can.
I like Brendan here. Now touch you on
I know. It's like I don't want to touch anything right now, you know?
No, it's funny. Brendan's just come up with a great gag.
All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah, let's have a look. Okay. So the problem is that it's suspended and the jack's upset. All right, this makes perfect sense now. Oh, hang on, you're doing it on a laptop or an iPad? The iPad.
I'm just on an iPad. Yeah, I got to get a laptop. I do have my PC downstairs, but the problem is that my PC is not in my guitar room. So if I started using my PC just downstairs, it would be fine. I think I'll start just using that.
That's right. Well, it's working right now, so I think the main thing is just don't touch the cable.
Yeah.
Every time.
So, anyways, how are you doing, my good friend? How are you?
I'm good. I'm actually. It's Saturday morning here. It's very, very warm. Yesterday was like around, I think, in gibberish about 91 degrees.
Yeah.
In Celsius, it was 34. That was quite a warm day.
Oh yeah.
It's very humid in Japan. Like it's so humid here that I remember when I was working at the guitar shop, I used to have people come into the store from Thailand going, "My God, it's humid here." And that's Thailand.
Yeah, from
Yeah, Japan gets pretty humid to say the least.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing, mate? We haven't spoken for a while.
Yeah, I'm good. Been busy.
Yeah.
And,
You've grown back quite a hefty beard again. It must be getting quite warm for you in the summertime.
Yeah. Actually, it doesn't get too hot here, so I'm actually fine with it. But yeah, this thing just grows fast.
Yeah, you're like a chia pet out of control.
Hey, John, hammer in there now.
What?
You got the black hammer sitting there now. He switched his guitars out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh,
how about
wow.
you, David? What's going on with you?
Nothing really. Just cleaning my glasses. Hang on.
You got another 15 guitars on the way?
I've got quite a few.
18.
Stop talking.
Yeah, seriously, Rob, it's crackling again.
Oh my God. Yeah, that microphone, all it's doing is crackling. Damn
Yeah,
it.
all it's doing. I think the headphone jack on his iPad must have.
Yeah, I think it's. I just got to cowboy up and do something better.
Well, Rob, just wiggle it for us.
Hold on.
No. Touch the connector though, like right there. What are you doing right there? What are you touching?
There was an Australian kid show called The Wiggles. Remember that, Jay?
Of course, it's very famous worldwide.
Who are all those monkeys jumping?
Yeah, but you see, what you just did was you just turned the Wiggles into Magic Mike. So
The lady I was dating a couple of weeks ago, she was like, "Oh, I love Magic Mike." I'm like, "Wait, what?" Never mind.
Yeah.
Inside joke.
I just on the chats here, Brendan B Squared just asked the question about have I picked up Geddy Lee's big book of basses, and the honest answer is no, I haven't. But I believe that the bass that he bought from me is supposed to be in that book. Like, have any of you guys got the book by any chance?
Not me.
No, but I keep seeing people on Facebook that go to signings for it.
Yeah, I know. Suddenly his name's escaping me, but a guy that I know on Facebook actually got to meet Geddy and sent a little picture of it of him. He was fist bumping with Geddy. It was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If anybody, particularly if Brendan or anybody out there owns the Geddy Lee giant big book of bass, whatever, there's a bass guitar in there. There's a Sunburst original 1962 jazz bass which he bought from me. So I think I've told this story before. His tech contacted me through email and said that Geddy a video of me and Alex walking around the store together, and he bought it. There's a photo of him in his home studio with the bass that he bought from me. But that's an original, genuine 1962.
That's very clean.
Oh, wow.
$20,000 for it. But that's what they go for anyway. So, yeah.
Wow.
So I believe that's actually in Geddy's book. I once again haven't got the book, so I got to get it eventually.
Awesome.
So yeah. So Rob, I'm really curious to know. On Tuesday night, was your sphincter going crazy like this with the way Mancuda was just going to town on you about your microphone? And did you see the episode?
No, I told him about it the next day. I said, "Listen, we razzed you a little bit. Well, a little more than a little."
Not, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You were there because you even said you. Yes, you did.
I was there, but I didn't.
No.
Rob, I didn't.
Johnny, watch the show. You said stuff too. Nothing bad, nothing harmful.
It was
Just
No.
get a microphone.
No, the only thing was, all Mancuda wanted to do was bang my girlfriend at the time because he was sending her all these inappropriate messages.
Oh,
But that's okay. Since then,
Right,
so
wait.
I'm on to somebody else, so it doesn't matter anymore. So.
Rob, hang on. I think I've got a solution. I think every time you're moving, your headphone cable is moving the jack. I've got a really good, simple hack here that'll fix this. Do you have any sort of tape, whether it's gaff tape, not like regular cello tape, but like decent strength tape, masking tape or something? Do you have
He's got
any
gaff tape because he tapes his guitar picks to every one of his guitars. He's got gaff tape.
So, Rob, what I suggest you do, all right, is get a spot right next to where your iPad is, or maybe on the back of your iPad, the headphone jack cable rather, tape it to the back of the iPad, and then it won't move, and then that whole thing's not going to move because every time you're moving, it's causing that thing to crackle. So
No, I got it. Yeah.
Like, please, right now, I'm begging you, grab a bit of tape. There's the side of my monitor here, right? And when the cable comes out, tape it on to there like that so that it doesn't move the jack. And let's see if that fixes the problem.
Well, actually, guys, I actually got to run, so it's nice to see you all. Jason, it's great to see you, my friend. Johnny, thank you very much. Everybody watching the show, it's great to see you. Dave, I will see you on Monday. You guys have a great night. Have a good night. Bye.
You too.
That was a quick exit from a solution.
It's mad.
somebody's wasn't, like I said, wasn't me.
Damn.
Scooter really ripped a new one the other day. Oh my god. He's a funny motherfucker. So, Dave, I want to address something.
Yes.
Your clues for the three guitars you were buying, I'm sorry to say, but your Just Like Paradise clue was very misleading because Steve Vai was using Ibanez gems in that video. Even though it was a flame guitar, you should have played Going Crazy because that's when he used the flame guitar.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't know the riff. So,
well, it's not an easy riff to play.
yeah. So that's why I didn't play that.
Because when you played Just Like Paradise, I wrote down a couple of times because the chats go fast and I'm not even reading it all right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down there, Loch Ness Green Gem, which is what it should have been from that music video, and that's what I thought you were going for. But
yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll have one of those.
Oh, it'd be. I'm not a big fan of gems. As much as I love my Ibanez's, gems just don't quite do it for me.
That's cool.
It's just the neck profile is just not quite me. That's all. I've owned a couple, but
yeah, same with me. Yeah, the neck. Little too thin for me. I think.
Well, see, no, it's not the thinness because like this thing here has like a ridiculously thin neck, but it's the roundness of the shoulders that differ. That's what I didn't like so much on it. He's kind of got a cross between a Fender neck and a super thin Ibanez neck. It's kind of a bit of both. So what was the point of today's show? Who's your guest today?
We don't have a guest today.
It's you.
It's not me. I just jumped on to try and save the crackle. That was all.
It was Rob, but then he just left. So it was
kind of
Rob's mic.
Shout out. Rob White was the guest. He suddenly disappeared very, very quickly.
Yeah, he's probably a little pissed off.
All right, so look, any questions in the chat? I'm curious if anyone's got a question. I'm looking right now.
Everybody's saying, where'd Rob go?
Exactly. And Jay's still out of commission, is he?
Although I do have a voicemail from Jay that he wants us to play. I'll get that ready.
Fruitcake Tony, the Lynch is being custom built. I won't be in for a few weeks, but I do have pictures of the what's been done to that and the flame guitar. If you people would like to see it. You want to put me on the...
What?
I didn't see them, Sean.
Yeah, there you go. So this is the... That's going to be the Lynch guitar. Man, that's so bright. There it is.
You do know ESP make Lynch guitars that you could just buy one that's pre-made, right?
I want one exactly like his. All relic. I don't want the piece of garbages that they build. So that's going to be the Tiger. And that's the back of the flame guitar so far.
Oh, wow. Or the front of it if it was
Oh,
left-handed.
wow.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice.
So you're getting replica made up. So you're getting a profile, a performer neck on it?
Performance neck, yeah. Well, it's not.
Performance.
It's not a performance. It's going to say performance on it.
But it's not a real deal.
Well, you know, none of them are. Only the one that's in the Hard Rock. They're all replicas of it.
I'm not ragging shit on it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to both of these guitars. They're cool. They're going to be cool. I'll show you. I have the necks as well. I'll show you that.
Oh, by the way, Dave, I think you forgot that I've still got this sitting here for you.
Yes, I know. And I was just thinking about that. I had totally forgotten about it.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I've still got it sitting here. And I actually, just for the record, I still got two more. Like I've been hunting around whenever I've gone out, and I know that people wanted them. So I do have two more, just in case anybody watching wants. I
could probably send that out to you this week.
Sure, mate, no problem.
Yeah. So this is the neck on the Lynch guitar. It's gonna look just like George's guitar as it is today.
Cool.
And that's the neck for the flame next to it.
George is an interesting character.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah, George is a bit of a weird dude.
Yes, he is. Hugh Cardwell. I don't want to get Caldwell. Sorry, Caldwell. Hugh Caldwell says that he watched my video of when I went to Berlin a couple of years back, and he really liked it. Thank you, Hugh. Appreciate that. I did enjoy making that. I don't know if you guys ever saw that one. My mother is actually German, and she was born in Berlin, and she arrived in Australia on the boat on her first birthday. Oh, sorry, she arrived to Australia via a boat and had her first birthday on the boat as they were arriving to Australia. And she'd been back to Berlin over the years and stuff. And when I was there for my ill-fated time at Warwick, I went up to Berlin and actually took a photo in a place where my grandparents had a photo 70 years earlier taken in pretty much the exact spot, which was just an amazing experience for me to do one of those like epic family journey type things that you do. And it was really cool. So yeah, he watched that video. I just mentioned it, so I just thought I'd say thank you for having watched that. It was a really fun video to do that. I did two over the weekend, one on the Saturday, one on the Sunday, and actually visited the Berlin Wall, which was a pretty amazing experience.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
Do you guys have you guys been like much international travel before, or anything at all, or nothing?
I've never. Not me. I've never done it.
What about you, Johnny?
I've never been outside this house.
That's like something that David would say, and I actually almost believe.
I'm too scared to go outside.
Not at all. I love to travel. I just haven't lately, but I haven't gone overseas at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me neither. I've never been outside of the U.S.
Look, it would cost a lot of money, but what we really should do one day, maybe we need to do like a GoFundMe or something like that for it. But bring the show to Japan. Come over here and do like a live report from like wandering the streets and stuff and showing. Like, I was even thinking to myself that one day what I actually should do is go out with my iPhone and do a call from the Guitar Street, the famous Chonamizu Guitar Street, and call into the show. And
that'd be awesome. What are you doing right now?
Well,
it's Saturday there, isn't it?
It is, and the wife's busy with the kids right now. I said, I've got to jump on the show and chat to the guys quickly because I've got to fix Rob's mic. And she went, okay. Because it means she's stuck with the kids while I'm sitting here talking to you guys. And they get a little bit up and down in their emotions.
That'd be great, though, man. One of these days.
Cameron wants us to come to Scotland and do the show there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
In the rain.
If you do the show at the normal time that you're doing it at, you'd be like 1 a.m. till 3 a.m. or something over there, and it'd basically be in blackness.
Mm-hmm. Cameron, we're gonna have to do a show sometime, 1:00 a.m. our time. You know, and so so you can watch at a decent time.
I got an idea. Why don't we just take it on the road and do a show in every country, over there?
Mm-hmm.
Every country in Japan.
Yeah, no, and in Asia.
Boner Jams puts up an interesting thing here, which I've heard from a lot of people. He says, Japan scares me. If I ever go there, I will perish in a tsunami or earthquake. Just my luck. Now, it's an interesting thing. I'm sure that was just a funny thing to say, but it's amazing how many people are concerned about things like that. Hang on, I'm going to continue this. Vincent Wiener just said, I lived in Tokyo for 2 years in Japan. So where in Tokyo are you living, dude? Because I live in Nerima, if that means anything to you. Nerima, Nerima, or Nerima, as we say in Japan. It's a pretty cool place being here. But yeah, like Dave Mustaine, after everything happened with Fukushima and stuff, refused to come to Japan for a long time because he was really paranoid about the radiation being even all the way 350 odd kilometers down here in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's not just him. I'm just using him as a point of example. Like they even eventually came out and did a show, and I know this because his tech's a friend of mine. He flew in, did the show, and then between gigs flew out to Korea overnight, and then flew back into Japan the next day just in time to do the gig, and then left the country because he was that paranoid about the radiation. And I'm not just singling him out. There's quite a few people who worry about that sort of, I mean, I've been living here flat out for 7 years, and I'm not the Hulk yet. I've put on a little bit of weight, but I'm not the Hulk.
Uh-huh.
Now your microphone's screwing up.
Rob just flew over there. He flew in and he unplugged something.
His presence.
Wow. Well, before my microphone goes to hell, let me play Jay Hannon's voicemail real quick. He left us a voicemail here. I think it's like a minute long.
Oh, it's from Jay?
Hello there. Ellie, say hi to Johnny and Dave and Rob and everybody in the audience. No? Say hi.
Hi.
Pass it on.
Oh, goodbye.
Mike, say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Vic, say hello.
Hello. Hey, Johnny.
And Dave.
And Dave.
And Rob.
And Rob.
And everybody else.
Jason's mom. Say hi.
Howdy. Hello.
Nice.
Holy crap. How many people are there?
Yeah. Good evening.
Hi from Jay's mother-in-law to everybody out there in Radio Land, TV Land, Podcast Land.
Lord.
Woo! What's that taste like? Oh, it's all water. There's a lot of ice in it.
Daddy's an alien? Oh, don't tell anybody that, man.
There we go. Jay Hannon and family and friends.
Wow.
Checking in.
I don't have that clapper, so I had to do my own.
I lost mine. I don't know where it went to.
I watched Caleb's new Nerd Halen video that they put up with their little highlights reel from the show. That was a bit of fun. Did you guys see that?
Mm-hmm. I saw it. I saw it. That was cool.
Yeah, they got some great backing vocals in that band. I assume it's not tracks. I assume the bass player or drummer or somebody. Like I know Caleb does a little bit, but the high voice, I guess, must be the drummer or the bass player.
Mm-hmm. I think it's both of them.
They did a really good job with those vocals. They were really solid. That's the thing that makes or breaks a band. That's why I love Extreme so much. Like Nuno's a great player, but man, Pat Badger and Nuno sing so well together with Gary Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Van Halen, same. Michael Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
It's another reason why I love Yes so much. Like the vocals that they had going on in Yes with Chris Squire and Steve Howe, and then when Trevor Rabin joined, were just magnificent.
You know, this might be sacrilege, but I like the 90215 Yes much better than the older Yes.
You know what? I'm exactly the same. A lot of Yes fans get pissed off with me for the same thing. I think Trevor Rabin was the greatest thing that ever happened to Yes personally. Like 90125 was a great album, but for me, even then got Big Generator, which I thought was an even better album. Then you've got Union in 91, which was a weird collaboration of like two halves of Yes kind of joining together. And then they went on tour as an 8-member lineup.
I remember that. Yep.
Yep. But then the next album in 94 called Talk. Oh my God, Talk is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant album. So if you do like 90125, check out Talk. It's a fantastic record. One of my favorites, absolute favorite records.
Very cool.
I got lucky to actually meet Trevor Rabin. ARW, which was an offshoot of Yes, that was the A was John Anderson, the R was Trevor Rabin, the W was Rick Wakeman. The three of them got together with a couple of other members, with the bass player and drummer, and started touring. I think they've maybe calmed it down a bit at the moment because John Anderson's off doing his own solo thing, and Trevor might have gone back and started doing a few more movies again, movie scores he does.
Wasn't John Anderson sick, or is he still sick, or?
I don't really know. I haven't honestly chased it up, so I can't really tell you the answer. I'm not sure.
You know,
Well,
I like Trevor Rabin when he was using that old Strat that he repainted. That
Yep.
you know, his famous, I guess it's a 65 Strat that is kind of green looking with a chrome pickguard on it. And,
God, he plays good on that thing.
man, that's a great sounding guitar. Whatever he did with it, I mean, there's nothing other than the body and the neck. Nothing is original on that guitar, but it's the most amazing sounding Strat you'll ever hear.
It's
Plus,
insane.
the player is amazing.
I was going to say, his fingers are just so damn good.
He's like Eddie Van Halen. He sounds. I mean, he's got the same type of thing. It's not that he's trying to be like Eddie Van Halen, or even that he even plays like Eddie Van Halen, but he's got the same thing. It's a thing.
I know what it is. He actually started out playing violin, and he's a very, very, very much like Eddie, a masterful piano player, an incredible keyboard and piano player. So, like on those Yes albums that he was on, Tony Kaye, who rejoined, that was on from the very beginning up until the Yes album, and then in 71, 72, Rick Wakeman joined the band for Fragile onwards through to going for the one in 79. So I'm a bit of a Yes nerd. Tony Kaye, when he rejoined the band for 90125, only played the Hammond organ basically with the band, and all the actual synthesizer stuff was actually Trevor Rabin doing all of that stuff on the albums. On 90125, I do know that Trevor Horn, who was the producer and actually sang with them on the Drama album, which was the album, was it Drama or Tomato? Yeah, Drama, I think it was. Anyway, he played some of the synth, but mostly it was Trevor Rabin.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he has in common with Eddie, is being much like Nuno as well. Nuno's a phenomenal piano player. It's the multi-instrumentalist thing that sets guitar players apart. Like, I play keyboards, as you know, as well, and it makes me a little bit different. Not saying that I'm as good as any of those guys on guitar, because I'm far from it, but it just gives me a different approach. I think about chord structures differently. I think about inversions differently because I know it naturally from playing keyboards. You approach guitar differently when you do keys. It's just one of those things.
I would have to. I'll take your word for it because I don't play keyboards, so I wouldn't.
It's like
know.
A great drummer is a good thing to have, but exceptional drummers know how to play guitar or keyboards or bass or something quite proficiently. And that's what makes an exceptional drummer, because when any musician understands what another musician in the band can do, you can kind of adapt your playing for them. They can relate to you. It changes the dynamic a lot when people are multi-instrumentalists. It really does.
Right.
I mean, I think that's one of the things that Sammy brought to Van Halen as well, was the fact that he was a guitar player, not taking nothing away from Dave, because I believe Dave plays reasonable keys too. But I think just that approach of being more than just one face value thing. Like, look at Phil Collins. Phil Collins is a phenomenally talented dude. Great vocalist, phenomenal drummer. He's a keyboard player. He does a bunch of different things. Prince is a perfect example. I mean, Prince can play freaking everything. Michael Jackson was another one. I mean, Michael was oddly enough, as far as I've been led to believe, a guitar player as well. Steve Lukather, phenomenal vocalist, phenomenal guitar player and a monster pianist.
I didn't know Luke played piano.
Oh yeah, man. There's I don't know which DVD it's on. It might be the Live in Amsterdam or something along those lines. He actually gets up and plays like a jazz piano part, like pushes Paich out of the way and actually starts like riffing off playing a improvised jazz piano solo in the middle of a song. It's just like, where the hell did that come from? He's phenomenal. Richie Kotzen's another one.
Yep.
You know, Richie Kotzen's a mean keyboard player. You know, and damn can play guitar. And as far as I'm concerned, I think Richie Kotzen, as far as singer guitar player combos go, as much as what Lucas is great, I think Richie Kotzen wins the pot.
Mm-hmm.
To have that much talent on guitar and that much talent in vocals, that dude is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I saw him live at a Jason Becker benefit.
Oh, nice.
How many years ago was that? A while ago, maybe like 5 years or something.
Yeah, you're actually friends with Jason, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just had his birthday on, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, I think.
Yeah, I saw all the photos being posted. It's incredible what that.
Yeah,
what that,
he's
what that
50.
Surviving through.
He's 50 years old, and I think when he first got diagnosed, I think they said he wouldn't make it past like 20.
Yeah.
He just turned 50 years old.
That's a spirit and a half right there.
Mm-hmm. Jay Hannon's Pen 15 asks us hosts, whose tone do you prefer, Nuno's or Vito Bratta's? I'm going to go first, and I'm going to say Nuno because Vito Bratta doesn't have an original bone in his body. His playing and his tone is Eddie Van Halen. Eddie should have just played.
I slightly disagree. I mean, the reason I slightly disagree is not to be challenging or anything. I think the thing that Vito does is Vito did very much what a lot of people have done over the years. So if you look at almost any famous guitar player, you can go backwards through their history of who they like and figure out down the tree what their influences were. And I see Vito Bratta's time in White Lion, because obviously he's just disappeared and doesn't play anymore now as far as play out publicly and doesn't want to have anything to do with the world, which is fine. It's his choice. But I think Vito kind of took a lot from Van Halen, there's no question. But then he put his own spin. One thing that Vito did that I think that really separates him is he did a lot more multi-finger tapping, much like what Reb Beach was doing back then as well. And I think that's kind of what separated him. Was like Eddie was known for the tapping, and I mean he did Judgment Day with the overhanded 2-finger, but you don't really see Eddie doing 8-finger playing, which is something that Vito was really good at.
The reason why I am not pro Vito Bratta is because on the Pride record, I don't know what song it is, but if you listen to that record, there's a song on there where Vito has lifted a Van Halen solo off of a Van Halen song and put it in one of his songs, pretty much verbatim. And that's what I mean. I'm like, dude, come on.
Then there's those like proof, so to speak, things that come out about Jimmy Page stole Stairway to Heaven from some other thing in the past, but we all still go, wow, Page is a master, and he is. But inspiration comes from everywhere. There's a lot of bands you can listen to and go, that's Queen. Like you listen to The Darkness and go, that's Queen, but I still love The Darkness. Incidentally, funny enough, I had a chat with my friend Simon Croft the other day, who's one of the guitar players in the We Will Rock You musical tie-in. We were talking about The Darkness, we were talking about Queen, and Rufus Taylor, who's Roger Taylor's son, is now the drummer in The Darkness.
Wow.
That just came to me talking about all that.
Wow.
It's a small world.
After all.
I held this comment from the chat. I don't know how long ago now. I just scrolled up to it. Vincent Wiener tagged McTrump, which is an interesting thing. Do any of you guys know about McTrump?
No, we don't get political, and that's
No,
probably
a
political name.
No, it's comedy.
It is.
I've been working with this guy who's a comedian who goes by the name of McTrump. And I just put out a very, very, very funny montage video yesterday of when we went to Osaka during the G20 summit a few weeks ago. And if you get a chance to check it out, just look up McTrump on YouTube. It's funny. It's not political. It's not bagging Trump. It's not going yay pro Trump. It's just comedy with the Trump character. It's a guy who's actually from the UK, and he does such a good job of the voice and the mannerisms and the faces. It's really funny. But it wouldn't matter if you were pro-Trump or anti-Trump. You'd still find this guy funny. So I just thought I'd mention that to you. Yeah, McTrump is funny year. But as far as like your question about Nuno's tone versus Vito's tone, I think that's hard because I kind of like them both. And the other thing is, Nuno's tone has evolved a lot. Vito disappeared, so he hasn't had an evolution of tone. He's just gone. Much like Vinnie Vincent did until he resurfaced with that Kiss convention a little while ago. But that's the thing with Nuno. Nuno still uses the same Boss, whatever it is. I did a video with him talking about it, and I forgot what it was right now, but a Black Boss GT6 or something. He still uses that same thing, but his amps have changed over the years. But his fingers have just molded as they do, and he's redialed in his tone. So, like, if you listen to, say, Porno Graffiti, it's a very different tone than what you get, say, even on Waiting for the Punchline. It was only 4 years later.
Yeah, I just there's something about Nuno's fingers, Nuno's tone. I mean, and everything that he does, it's like, it's Nuno. He's one of those cats, that within a couple notes, who it is. Vito Bratta, yes, he was a great player. Yes, he had great tone. I'm not saying he wasn't great at what he did. I'm not saying he wasn't he was great, but he's one of those cats where you'd have to listen to quite a bit of it to know that it's him, or you might not even know it's him because it's so, like it's so close to Eddie Van Halen from like the 1984 era Eddie Van Halen that you would think, oh, is that an old, if you didn't know the Vito Bratta, the White Lion songs, or if you just heard him just jamming, there's a live video that White Lion put out back then. I don't know where it is. I don't know where they played, but it's on YouTube. It's a full show. I think Vito's using a white ESP with a Floyd on it. His standalone solo, if you closed your eyes, you would have thought it was Eddie Van Halen playing.
I get that, but I mean, you look at a song like, say, Little Fighter. But that's different. No, that's a little bit different. Is that on Pride? I think it is on Pride.
Okay,
that's not a main attraction.
Because as far as I'm concerned, there's two Vito Brattas. There's the Vito Bratta that sounds like Eddie Van Halen when he's playing his ESP Strat with a Floyd Rose, and then there's the Vito Bratta that plays the Steinberger guitars. That sounds totally different, and that's the Vito Bratta I like. When he started playing Steinberger, he kind of got away from the Van Halen sound and the Van Halen thing. But, Pride is basically their biggest record.
We all got
that's why. What's that?
We've all got to start somewhere. I mean, like, it's just the way it is.
I just think that it's cool if you want to. This is my opinion, and
sure.
I think that if you're a celebrity guitar player or if you're a celebrity musician, have your own bag. It's fine if you're going to do cover tunes, or if you're sitting in your room, or if you're just in a band and you want to have fun and you want to try to sound like your favorite guitar player and practices licks like I do, like we all do. That's one thing. But once you become a well-known guitar player, you need to have your own bag, and that's what I don't like about Vito.
I'm sorry to say, but you've actually answered your own argument, because as you said, when he went on and played Steinbergers, he became his own guy, and that's exactly what you're talking about. So as I said,
then he stopped, and most people know him from the Pride record.
For someone to stop the way that he did, something must have happened that he doesn't want to talk to the public about, and that's his own prerogative. Like, he may have had a disease thing in his life that he hasn't made public. He might have lost a family member that he hasn't made public. There must have been something that rocked his rails to make him disappear like that. And I mean, I'm friends with James Lomenzo, and I've mentioned it to James before. And even James keeps pretty tight-lipped about it. You know, I remember once I had a conversation with James about it, and I said, look, dude, you know, we as fans would love to see White Lion get back together. He goes, look, so would I, but it's not going to happen. I said, well, is that because like Mike's a bit of a prima donna, just assuming it was going to be the lead vocalist thing, because that's usually the reason. And he goes, no, look, I'll tell you right now, Mike might seem one thing to you in a public thing, but Mike and I have been friends for 30-something years, and Mike's a sweetheart. I'd work with Mike in a second, you know, and it's not him. I think the whole White Lion thing might happen because of Greg D'Angelo. That's a whole other issue. But, like, whatever Vito's reason to disappear, it's Vito's reason. There's nothing we can do about it. But for me, personally, I think the greatest White Lion record was Main Attraction, which was their last big record. Well, actually, I think that was their last record.
Yeah, and he started playing Steinbergers on that record. And
he actually played a lot of ESP Strat, like Super Strats on that record, actually.
All right, well, then maybe during that tour he switched over. But when I saw him...
Sorry, go on.
Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, let me know, because I thought that was that record.
Well, because I just looked up Little Fighter on Wikipedia, and it's actually on Big Game. Little Fighter. So, and that was when he was using the Steinbergers. But the next album, which was Main Attraction, was when he jumped over to playing the ESP stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm wrong. I'm wrong about that. But yeah, when he started playing the Steinbergers, when I thought he had his own voice, or more of his own voice.
I want to introduce you guys to a Japanese friend of mine who speaks very, very good English. He actually grew up somewhere in America. I forgot where. He's a phenomenal guitar player. His name is Shuhei Matsumoto, which I'll write it in the chat in a sec after I play this little video. His Instagram's got 8,945 followers, and for you guitar nerds out there who love a great guitar player, you got to check this guy out. He's a huge fan of, like, he even put actually just yesterday a photo of his big influences. So he's got Yngwie, Vito Bratta, Chris Impellitteri, and George Lynch.
Yeah, I'm friends with him on Instagram.
He's a phenomenal guitar player.
He puts a guitar video on every day. One of him playing. Yeah, he's great.
Damn, he can play. So here's funny enough, because this was put up as a throwback one, but this is him. Maybe when was this put up? It was put up 4 days ago, of him doing the solo to, of all things, Little Fighter by Vito Bratta. That's like absolute perfect execution. He missed one little ping on a pinch harmonic in there. That was it. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was very cool. Unfortunately, we're gonna get flagged for that, but
yeah, I know. Hopefully, we don't get a copyright strike for that. It sounded too close.
Oh, Johnny, I'm sorry. I didn't even think about that. Sorry.
I'll just blame Dave. It's fine.
Blame him. And I don't really give a shit. So it's all right.
Yeah. John BL just wrote flagged.
So Fruit Peak Tony says, Dave, I'm curious of your opinion. In hindsight, I think Eat 'Em and Smile and Skyscraper were more iconic records than 5150 and OU812 by comparison. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know the stats on Eat 'Em and Smile and Skyscraper. I don't know how many albums they sold, but if you ask me, I think the Van Halen records are more popular. I like them both. In fact, just today I was listening to Eat 'Em and Smile and Skyscraper on the radio on my iPod. But I honestly think that the Van Halen records, I think they did better. I think they sold more records than both those other albums. But I could be wrong, but I think I'm right on that. I like both. I like both. I've always liked both sides. I liked Roth solo with whatever super group he's had, and of course I love Van Halen no matter who sings. So, You're asking the wrong guy.
I just realized that I was accidentally signed in because I'm using like this laptop here for chatting to you guys, and then another one for the chat. I was actually signed in as Mick Trump because of having uploaded his video the other day. That's why that was there.
Oh,
so
that's
that was my
you?
fault. That was my fault. Sorry. So I just logged back in as myself. That was a complete mistake, but anyway. There you go. Soda Pop just wrote in there, I heard Vito has a hand injury. Took care of sick and aging parents. And yeah, I think I remember hearing that. He actually, either he called in one day to Eddie Trunk's show, or Eddie Trunk just did a speech about him or whatever. Man, I'm curious, is it just me? Does Eddie Trunk hurt other people out there? I listen to that guy's voice now and I just want to throw a brick through a wall. That guy.
But
Oh,
he's
my
a
goodness.
he's a big crybaby. It's like he's like a child.
Yeah. And like, I mean,
And
I
he
say,
starts fights, and he starts fights between,
doesn't he?
members of bands that have left the band. He starts fights, and that's not cool.
Like I just said
He's an
before,
instigator.
I just said before that I was friends with James Lomenzo to just make a point about, arcing back to why I made a statement about something in a conversation. But man, it's ridiculous. That guy's always like, oh, such and such is like one of my best friends, and this is my best friend. And he's got like a 15,000 best friend. I don't know, something about Eddie Trunk. I want to like the guy, but I find it hard to. He gets good exclusives, and he's been around for a long time, and he's done the miles, and good on him for all of that. But you'd think by now he'd stop sounding like such a wish I could be there guy and just realize that he is there.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I met him one time.
What was he like? Just to
Years
sit down
ago.
and play?
Oh, it was quick. Actually, he was interviewing Richie Kotzen, and I was walking. They were walking in front of me, and I had met Richie at Jason Becker's house, a few years before or whatever. But I'd never met Eddie Trunk, and so I just said, "Hey, Eddie, hey," and I shook his hand. I'm like, "Can I get a selfie with you?" And he's like, "Yeah," and we took a quick picture, and that's what that is. If you ever see that on my Instagram or Facebook or whatever, that's what that is.
Oh,
Yeah, he was. He was just like, I don't know. He wanted to catch up to Richie.
Oh, Richie's phenomenal. Shiodi, come here. I've got a crying 3-year-old at the door. Shiodi, come here.
Is that Eddie?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now, there you go. Johnny Beane for the win.
I met Eddie Trunk in front of the Madison Square Garden in 2007 at the Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
When I met him, he just wanted to catch back up to Richie. He posed for a picture, and then he wanted to hang out with him. Is what I wanted to do. This has been an interesting night tonight, man.
Yep, you were right. It's Eddie Trunk, a 3-year-old girl crying her ass off.
Oh.
Okay. Daddy's busy on it. Daddy's chatting to some friends at the moment. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. The ham is here.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hi, good to see you again.
Hello.
Say hello to everybody.
Hi.
Once again, this is the only time I ever let these kids on social media is only on your show. Facebook, I've never put a photo of them on my Facebook or anything.
That's because no one watches us.
No, look, as much as what I would like to make a gag about that, it's because you're good people and your audience are good people. I mean, that's the whole reason, is just because you're good, genuine people who actually have hearts. That's why, I don't mind sharing with you guys, because you're good folks. And that goes to the people in the chats too. You're always really nice people, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason.
I'm no celebrity. I'm just a regular guy like every single one of you guys. I've just met a few famous people. That's about it. Yes, darling, you all right now? You calm down? Have you calmed down now? Is your name Eddie Trunk?
My little chihuahua does the same thing, Jason.
Eddie Trunk.
So, look at the camera and say, hello, Soda Pop.
Hello, Soda Pop.
There you go. You got a shout out, mate. And say, hello, Shauna Marie Sings.
Hello, Shauna. Ring, ring.
Ring. Just say hello, Shauna. That's fine.
Hello, Shauna.
There you go. She'll enjoy that. She'll get a kick out of that.
She did.
Exactly. You want to be hee 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 hee. So yes, these are my offsprings, and they're. It's amazing. We didn't have him until I was 41. Kind of weird being old, Dad, but you know, it kind of forces you to have to try and keep up with them.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of good. So yeah, tell the people out there what your favorite band is. Who's your favorite band?
Queen.
Parenting done right.
Queen. Yep.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that you had the Queen like board games.
Oh yeah.
You were showing us that one time, and
the Queen Monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We haven't played that for a while, actually. Funny enough, we just haven't gotten around to grabbing it out.
Oh, so John BL did some homework. 5150 sold 6 million records, where Eat 'em and Smile sold 1 million plus records. OU812 sold 4 million records, and Skyscraper only sold 1+ million records. So the answer is Van Halen.
I actually bought OU812 on vinyl when it first came out because I was really digging the whole Sammy thing. I was 15 or 14 when that record came out. And that would actually probably be one of my lesser favorite Van Halen records. It's not that it's a bad record. I just never really connected with the production on it as much as some of the others. I found that to be a bit of a darker record.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, What Is Love? I still adore that song, you know, and Why Can't This Be Love? I mean, yes, they're the singles, but there's a reason why singles are chosen.
Right.
My kid. He loves Radio Gaga. But yeah, I just, you know, there's just something about OU812. I just found it to be a darker record and didn't enjoy it as much. I think because after 5150 was such a happy party record, I just didn't quite connect with OU812 the same way back in the day. I should probably revisit it.
I wish they would just remix it and remaster it. Put some more bass in it. Make it louder.
Oh, yeah.
It's not loud. It's a very quiet record.
Hang on. Fruitcake Tony's just written a comment I want to read here. 280 trunk credit. Oh, yeah, stop. No fighting, please. He's the only media person on the planet who keeps alive the kind of music that I love, which we should all be grateful. And I actually do agree with that. I really agree with that. He's really going hard for this type of music that we're all into. I just wish he'd just realised that he's already there instead of always sounding like the kid who's trying to get somewhere. And I got to admit, I watched back on some of my videos sometimes, and I'm guilty of doing the same thing on occasions. And I sit there and I watch it and I cringe going, oh, why did I do that? So I get it. He's just a real serialist at doing it, that's all. What are you singing now? Go on, sing it again.
I want to rock.
Twisted Sister, I Want to Rock.
There you go.
Yep. His very first favourite song was Cherry Pie.
She's my cherry pie. Who I say is icing on.
I love the lyrics that get made up when they don't know what's the real lyric. And then it was, the next one was...
We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore.
And then the next song that he fell in love with after that was...
Girls, girls, girls.
Just wait till you get older, kid.
Exactly. Although it's funny, he's quite shy about it, but he's got very good taste in girls. He really does. Whether it's ones his own age or older ones, he seems to, via just an ability, he knows what a pretty girl is.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I sneak up to people.
Sometimes you sneak up to people, do you? What do you do when you sneak up on them?
I be quiet.
Well, yeah, why? You're sneaking up on them, but what about when you get to them? What do you do then?
I don't know.
The joy of being 5.
I know. I remember 5. It was last week.
Oh, yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Isn't it crazy how fast it goes?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I can still remember all that sort of stuff too. It's I don't know. Some people just don't remember their childhoods, but I remember my being 5 so well.
Sure did.
Jody, stop pushing, please. These two. He's too young for girls. No, actually, no, Shauna, he's kind of not.
I went to beach before. Beach.
Yes, he went to school. He went to kindy camp this week. Here
Summer
in Japan,
camp.
kindergarten goes for 3 years.
Wow.
So she's in first year kindy now, and he's in last year of kindy this year, and it's just the Japanese thing. So they start kindy from 3 years old here.
That's amazing. That's why they're all so much smarter than us here in America.
Yeah, well,
They start them earlier. They just it's not a, it's not a I can't think of words today. Wow.
words are hard, Dave.
And what it is, I had dialysis today, and it makes me tired.
Oh yeah, I can understand that. You'd be exhausted.
So, yeah.
It does. It sets a certain precedent, but like this one here, she loves to study. If we say to her, "Right, study time," she gets excited and wants to get out her books and study. This one here, I don't want to, and he's always negotiating how many pages of study he has to do every time.
Yes, and Joe Hervey, yes, stereotype is the word I was saying. It's not a stereotype. I'm not saying it as a stereotype. It's cause and effect. The cause is they're going to school since they're 3 years old. The effect is they're smarter than us.
Yeah, I mean, look, education certainly does have its place, but there are other things here that are missing because of a certain amount of that sort of stuff too.
Food, and this one don't like eating food.
That's true. He loves eating food. He's a big food person, which is amazing.
Me too. I love eating food myself.
Listen what David just said.
I love eating food myself. In fact, just for dinner, I had
What's your favorite food?
I had Southern barbecue for dinner.
Oh, nice. Go on, ask him again.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Nice.
I like pineapple pizza.
Yeah, I know some people think it's controversial, but we love pineapple pizza.
You know what? That's all good. That's all good. Pineapple on pizza is good too. Except I would probably wouldn't put cheese on it. I would probably just put the red sauce.
Oh no, we do ham, cheese, pineapple, the classic Hawaiian style. What's that, Shirley? You want to eat pizza, do you? Just because we're talking about pizza doesn't mean you need to eat it right now. Johnny's back.
Pizza? What?
Dave and Yoya were just talking about food together. That's all.
Oh, I missed that, man.
I love food.
Sean says they're having Japanese tonight. Funny enough, I eat Japanese every night.
We always eat Japanese food.
Of course we do, because we live in Japan. Even if we eat pizza or even if we eat hamburgers, it's still made in Japan. So we eat Japanese food every day because it's in Japan.
Not always.
So
Jason, I also don't want this to sound like a stereotype because you're in Japan.
Yeah, that's all right.
When you eat food, do you use chopsticks or do you use a fork?
Well, honestly, it depends on. Oh, yeah, that's all right. Good on her. Mummy's playing Galaga. She's addicted to it at the moment. We got an old retro game. But look, I mean, it basically depends on the food. Strangely enough, because I've been living here for so long and it's what we normally do. Stop. You guys want to go out there? It's okay. You can go. You can say bye-bye and go back to the living room. You want to stay here.
Oh, wow. She's got Dalmatian on her shirt.
Oh, she's got Paw Patrol.
Oh, Paw Patrol. I've got Dalmatian too, right there.
Yes, look.
I've got Howie.
That's what mine is, really. Can you get Howie to stand up or he's not going to?
Look at this. Howie.
Oh, he's a little old. I don't know if you can get him to stand up right now.
Upsit. Well, yeah, he just lying down. Here, I'll.
He's very obedient.
He's tired.
Yeah, of course he is.
17 years old.
So, Shiori, Marshall is a Dalmatian. That's the type of dog he is. I've told you that before. And there you go. Johnny's just taken a photo of him so he can show you on the computer. And this is what a real Marshall looks like. A real one.
I know it.
Howie, it's a horrible picture. Hang on. He doesn't like cameras anymore. Every time I point the camera towards him, he looks away.
I'm going to ask you a question in a minute, Dave.
Huh?
I'm going to answer your question. Don't worry. I will answer it.
That's okay. I think I know the answer.
Well, the thing is, I'm actually pretty good with chopsticks, but it depends on the food I'm eating. Like, I will sometimes actually have both a fork and chopsticks in the same meal, or a spoon and chopsticks, depending on what I'm eating. Yes, you can.
See, when I go to any place that has chopsticks, I eat with chopsticks.
Yeah.
But otherwise I eat with a fork. And sometimes, when I'm having,
That's him right there. I took that picture last week.
Yeah, see?
That's a real Paw Patrol right there.
There you go. There you go.
So when I'm eating any Asian fusion food at home,
yeah,
I use chopsticks.
Well, the thing is, like, Chinese chopsticks are actually longer than Japanese ones, and Korean ones are actually made out of metal, and they're quite flat a lot of the time.
Oh, no kidding.
So it varies in different countries and different regions. The Japanese ones are a bit shorter, and like the ones that my wife uses are shorter. I don't know what's with that, but like for some reason, girls' ones are generally shorter than guys' ones. And like in Japan, for example, I'm not saying this is a guaranteed rule of thumb. It's just part of how it is. Like a man's chopsticks is generally black, whereas a lady's chopsticks will be black with maybe a stripe of red or a something or other else mixed in. Is generally a lighter color than a man's chopstick.
No kidding.
I think that's just traditional. It's not like they're trying to say that there's a difference in the sexes. It's just a traditional thing.
Yeah, but who would have even thought? I would never even thought. I would just thought chopsticks or chopsticks. And
no, there's a lot of differences. And like if I eat a salad, I actually prefer to eat a salad with chopsticks because I'm used to it, and it's actually more convenient to eat salad with chopsticks. Because like you think about it, you use a fork, you literally have to just dive down, and it's almost like a UFO catcher. Whatever comes up is what you're going to eat. Mm-hmm. It's the way it is. But when you use chopsticks, you can be a bit more selective. Oh, yeah, I want to have some lettuce, and you move it over and have a bit of, I don't know, we call it capsicum. What do you guys call it? Green bell pepper, I think.
Yeah, bell pepper.
Whatever mixed together, and, you can be a bit more selective about what you choose to put in your mouth at that moment. Well, they're kind of used to it now. It's just the norm.
Why do you have a guitar pick?
Why do I have a guitar pick? Why do you think?
You play guitar.
Oh, because I play guitar. That's correct. Well done.
Why are you going to hear?
Well, because if I want to pick up a guitar and play, it's sitting right there on the desk to be able to pick it up and play. That's why. Yeah, anyway, leave all that alone. You don't need to grab all the stuff off Daddy's desk.
Matthew Stewart just says, I just received a guitar in the mail 2 hours ago, and it was 102 degrees today. I heard I should wait 24 hours to open it. Do you wait when you receive a guitar? No, I don't. I don't wait. That being said, if it's an acoustic guitar, I probably would wait, because if you open a guitar in extreme cold or extreme hot, like an acoustic guitar, it will explode in your house. But electric guitars, pretty impervious. Unless it's like below freezing, I wouldn't really worry about it.
That's enough. You can go down. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Good
to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, Matthew Stewart, I think you're safe by opening it. Fender Electric, you can open it up.
Yeah, you just get a robot to open it in the parking lot. Speaking of opening, we got like 3 minutes left. I got this in the mail. It says CD on it. I don't know who it is or what it is, but I'm gonna open this real quick.
Does it not have a return to sender name on there?
It has an address.
It might be Anthrax and not the Scott Ian kind. I'd be careful if I was you.
Should I be careful? Yeah, should I? Huh, what's all this powder?
What's all this powder? It's not party night in the Bean House.
Who's? Oh, well, there's a letter here. Oh, hey Johnny, greetings from Canada. Been following your YouTube and other social media for years. Always enjoyed. Oh, thank you. I don't know if you're watching this. Who is this?
Sounds like a sweet sentiment, though.
Yeah. Oh, talking about Van Halen. Always enjoyed Van Halen. Okay, it's a seat.
There's no name?
There, Mark Jans.
Mark Jans, okay.
Mark, are you watching this?
Maybe that's somebody with a pseudonym on there.
I wanted to send you my. Okay, this is your band CD. Okay. This is Mark's band CD right here. Oh, what happened to? Oh, there you are.
I just closed the door.
Look over and okay. Mark, there's Mark's CD.
Dexterous.
Right there, Dexterous. He sent me the CD. There's a sticker right there, and there's the back of it right there.
We could form a Dexterous cover band called Ambidextrous. Yeah, that was terrible. I know. I couldn't help it.
The dad joke.
Yeah, proof. 2 children. One's just returned.
Awesome, Mark. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There's the. I wasn't joking. He actually wrote me a long letter there.
Handwritten letter. Nice.
Handwritten too. That's awesome.
Do they not have computers up in Canada?
Hey, how do you get that in a little email thing?
Every other YouTuber is Canadian. You ever notice that?
Yes.
To be honest with you, actually, like Canadians have quite a similar warped sense of humor like us Australians. I've actually only ever met 1, maybe 2 Canadians who are asses, and the rest of them have been phenomenally nice. I've got no, seriously, I speak very highly of Canadians. I've found them to be really, really, really nice people.
Mm-hmm. There's always one that there's one bad apple that sours the bunch, huh?
There is everywhere. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter where you go in the world. There are good and bad people. I've traveled a lot, so I can tell you right now, there's good and bad people everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I've even been to Kazakhstan, and there was some nice people there, and there was some horrible people there too. Same thing with China. People always, you know, Chinese people. You know what? There's actually some really nice people and very kind and giving people there too. And believe it or not, there's even bad people here in Japan. It's just the way it is.
I'm a bad person.
No, you're not.
I know.
Yeah.
Are you a good person or a bad person?
Tony. Okay, Tony. Here's some more pics that Tony recently got. Right there.
Oh wow. Wow, those real Randy Rhoads pics? Holy crap.
I don't know. There you go. Awesome, Tony.
I've got this sitting on my desk.
Nerd Halen.
Hey, Caleb representing, mate.
There he is. Awesome. 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 I'm always blurry.
What's up with that? Didn't you just get a new computer?
I did, but it's not this one.
Oh, well, why don't you use it?
It's not this one. I can't use it for this.
I don't know who the hell this came from, but I've got this sitting on my desk. Kung Pao chicken.
Wow.
I cannot explain the reason why that's here. Cheddar. Sorry, it's cheddar Kung Pao. That's what it is. Cheddar Kung Pao. I don't even know who the hell I got it from.
Man.
Actually, it might have been
Cheddar
this guy. There's a Marco Mendoza pic. I was hanging out with Marco at NAMM a little bit this year.
Cheddar. I think that's a YouTube guy. I think he was at NAMM.
Oh, that's it. That's right. Yep.
That's it. Yeah, he was at the Friedman booth. If you were over at Friedman.
A good friend of the show, Storm's Guitars.
Nice.
Oh yeah, John Storms.
I could reveal his phone number, but I won't.
Well, if it's on his pick.
I should probably send you one of these, right, Jason?
You know what? It would cost you more to ship that all the way to Japan than what it would have cost to make the damn thing.
Well, I mean.
But please, by all means. I got to get out to New York sometime. I really, really, really want to get there. It's just a place I've got to see.
I know. You need to find a celebrity that you can interview first.
Yeah, well, preferably make a music video for, but sure. Are you on Long Island or where are you?
Yes, I'm on Long Island. I'm in Nassau County, Glen Cove.
So for those of us who don't know the geography, is Long Island actually an island or is it just the name of an area?
No, it's an island. Yeah.
I'll have to look it up on Google Maps one day.
Yeah.
I know Jordan.
Surrounded by bodies of water.
I know Jordan Rudist and John Petrucci and a few of the Dream Theater guys that are out there.
You have to go into a tunnel or over a bridge to get into Manhattan. So
So it's close to Manhattan. I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, it's attached to Manhattan, really, but you know,
To drive, say, I don't know if it's this way, or if it's around or what, but like to drive from one end to the other and then the shorter version, roughly how long does it take? You know?
from end to end, it takes about 3 hours.
Okay. That's
And
pretty sizable.
from top to bottom from where I live, it takes a half hour.
So is it like a full-on metropolis or suburbia or like?
It's suburbia. It's suburbia. It's got it does have cities within it, but it's
Okay.
you know like more like townships, but they're called cities, not like New York City. Although the cities on Long Island have their own police departments, then the county has a police department that, you know, each county has their own police department, and then there's the state police that also patrols it. But it's weird.
Wasn't that Jim Carrey Farley Brothers movie, Me, Myself, and Irene, based in Long Island?
I think so. Yes.
That was.
I don't know where though. I don't know
I
where.
haven't seen it for a while, but damn, that was.
But with no traffic, I'm a half hour from Manhattan. But it usually takes an hour to get there because it's like if you've ever been in California, the 405 highway, which I've never been on, but I've always heard about, the Long Island Expressway, which is 495, is always packed. It's always packed. The only time it's not packed is at like 2 in the morning.
Just in case I do take you up on the offer and I've never heard from again, Joe Herbie 84 has just said, Jason, come visit. You can stay with me. That's very nice of him. But if he turns out to be Hannibal Lecter, you know where I went missing.
Well, you know, there's always this house too, Jason.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, look, I've got a bunch of friends out in the New York area, like in various boroughs and stuff. Like I got stacks of friends out there, and I appreciate that, David. And I quite possibly will take you up on the offer if the day ever comes that I get there.
Mm-hmm.
Joe
says no.
What's that all about? Do you want to go to New York? Do you like that? Did you hear the answer? Sure. Do you want to go to New York?
No.
Why not?
Yes.
Where is New York?
Because it's an 18-hour plane ride.
Not so far.
So far. There you go. New York is so far. That's the official answer.
That's it, because it's an 18-hour plane ride. That's horrible.
Yeah, I know. I've heard, but I'd love to get there. My ultimate holiday one day, when these two get a little bit older, because they're too young right now to do this, is to land either in LA or New York and then just plane, train, and automobile across the country. I'd love to do that trip. Like have 3 months and a crap load of money saved up and just go and see the whole
God
country.
bless you for doing that, boy. I'll tell you, that's a hard trip once you get to the United
I
States.
love driving. Like, love it.
I wanted to pull every hair out of my body from driving from Texas to New York. Not because of the person I was driving with. It was a long drive.
You have a lot of hair on your body?
Yeah, unfortunately. I shave my arms and my head, but yeah, everywhere else is
hurt doing that.
He is. We saw his chest one time, and yeah, there's a lot.
Fruitcake Tony just says to me, "We'll show you." I can't stop laughing. It's funny. We'll show you what cow tipping is all about here in the South. I've heard about cow tipping so many times. Poor bloody cows.
Yeah, poor things. They have no idea that they're being tipped because they're sleeping.
Yeah, I've heard. Like being from Australia, all right. There's so many American things that you guys just take for granted that like we hear about and see in movies and whatever, and just go, that can't be a real thing. I mean, obviously, I've heard that cow tipping is a thing, and it's so unfair to the poor fucking cows. But God, the idea is just so fun.
You know what? The people that tip cows, I'd like to see them tip a cobra.
Mm-hmm. I would say the most unfair thing for the cow is to be tipped into the grinder. You know,
that's true.
That's probably the worst thing.
Johnny. Thanks, Johnny, bringing the show down.
Yeah. Hey, Brett McCord.
He's not wrong though. Oh, Johnny Beane, what's that shirt, bro, from Soda Pop? I don't like the fact that he's lost pop off the end of his name. I like it being Soda Pop, not just soda.
Yeah, what happened? What happened to that? Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, this is an EVH official EVH trunk shirt. There we go.
Nice.
Steve Anderson. It was a gift from Steve Anderson from Van Halen store.
I think Steve's watching. Steve, you still here?
He was. And Alex Radford sent me a picture to show. Real quick, real quick, and then we're gonna call it. We're
Let
Let me see.
Is
this you?
Are you having fun?
Let's see. Hey, Johnny, check this out. I got this pick for my 18th birthday. Got it. Oh, this is Alex Radford. He says his dad caught this pick at a Van Halen show during the 80s.
Wow.
Let me see. Looks like you've got a... Okay, he has it in a display. He has it in a display right here.
Oh, wow.
Right there.
Can't even see it, though.
Cellulose pick.
Wow, that's cool. There it is, right there.
Looks like a white snake.
You can see that.
I don't know what it says.
Is it a snake, like a white snake?
It has
Doesn't say Van Halen on it.
Johnny, you got to talk so your camera comes up.
Hello?
Seriously, it looks like a snake. What is that?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Thank you, Soda. I didn't mean to. It wasn't intentional.
Jasco Plumbing Supply wants to know where I get my picks made. I don't get them made anymore because I don't use those anymore. I use Dava picks, but they were from Didario and Planet Waves.
Yeah, a few people are commenting that's not a Van Halen pick, and they keep saying it's a snake for sure, and I kind of got to agree with them. I don't want to burst the dude's bubble, but find it hard to believe. Can I quickly show a guitar before we go that I'm actually going to sell? Because I know
Sure.
I was thinking about it this week. I was like, man, because we haven't really talked much about guitars today anyway. Not bad for a show called Talking Guitars. But
Talking nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. I've been thinking about selling this one just because it's sitting here doing nothing. And if anybody wants it, this is a Squier made in Japan Stratocaster, which is not something you see every day.
Oh, wow.
Oh, those are cool.
Japanese Squier with an E serial number, which means this was made between 1987 and 89, if I'm not mistaken. No, hang on. Sorry, 84 and 87. So the very first serial numbers, which are... Look at you brushing your teeth. The very first serial numbers, which are... Oh, no, it's weird. Johnny, can you please go into the living room and clean your teeth out there with Mummy? Daddy's going to be finished shortly, all right? Thank you. The very first Japanese-made stuff has a JV serial number, which is 82 to 84, but you can possibly see on the headstock, there you go, it's got an E serial number, so E675, I'm reading in reverse from my camera here, 493 or something. I can't see it properly without looking at it correctly. But yeah, so that's an 84 to 87 made Japanese Fender Strat. It's in very, very good nick. Has all of its original everything on it. It does have a 5-way switch, which is what this came with. It's got a 3-bolt, which is not always the most desired, but is still kind of cool. This one plays well. It sounds good. It stays in tune. It's got a very, very year-appropriate profile. I'd say this is probably a little more similar to, say, a 70s Strat than a 60s Strat. It's not quite as chunky as a 60s. Obviously, it's got the 68-style oversized headstock. But yep, that I'm going to sell. I'll take $1,000 for it, I guess. I think that's a pretty fair price or something like that. It's all original. It's even got Japanese, can we see it there on anything? Maybe the bottom E string. Japan, what does it say? Fender Japan, sorry, on the tuners themselves.
That's so funny because that's when Squier was good. I mean, you know, Squiers of today, you can't sell them for $50, but you know those early Squiers are the equivalent of, say, a made in Japan real Fender. They're just really well made. It's just the Squier name with great parts.
Yeah, they do have great parts. The pickups sound good. Everything about it's good. There's a slight little bit of hairline crack in this side, and a very tiny one on this side, on the underside, but there's no serious chips. There's a bit of rash there on this side here.
Relic, homemade relic. Yeah. It's all done. It's all done for you.
It's in pretty good nick. So, I mean, I know for a fact that if somebody in America who was like an online seller in America had this, they'd probably be asking $1,500 to $2,000 for it.
Really? That much money?
Oh, hell yeah, man. Like, I know in America, they go nuts for these vintage Japanese things. You can't get them there. You can get them here in Japan, but they're very hard to come across in America. So, yeah, exactly. So, the Jeff Healey looking one, definitely. Oh, yeah, Jeff Healey had a Squire. He's right. Jeff Healey did. And damn, that guy could play. Yeah, he was a great trumpeter too, Jeff Healey.
I had no idea.
Multi-instrumentalist earlier. You know who Jeff Healey was, right?
Sure, I know who he is. I just didn't know he played trumpet.
Great performances in the what was that movie with
Roadhouse?
Roadhouse. I think they said Roundhouse.
He also played with Stevie Ray Vaughan, which was very cool.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he could too. He had the chops. So anyway, so that's there to be $1,000 plus the shipping. So shipping out from Japan to the States. I actually say again.
Another $1,000.
No, oddly enough, it's not that expensive. But it'd seriously be if you get it with a soft case, because I've actually got a couple of hard cases sitting around doing nothing that I might be able to throw it in for somebody. If it's with a hard case, it'd probably be around about $170 American for the shipping. And for the soft case, it'd probably be around about $150. So I don't mind throwing. I've got some hard cases sitting here doing nothing that I wouldn't mind clearing out anyway. So if anybody wants it, there it is. Message me on Facebook. I think most of you know where to find me. I'll just quickly write in the chat here what my handle is on Facebook and Instagram and all that.
Mm-hmm. So, Jason, did you see the guitar that Rob is bringing to my house on Monday?
There you go. So,
did you see the guitar that Rob? Again? Did you see the guitar that Rob is bringing to my house on Monday for me?
Probably on Facebook. Which one?
No, from the beginning of the show. This red Kramer.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh, nice headstock.
Yeah, it's an '84. It's a real '84 that I found it on Facebook. Rob has wanted one of my guitars for quite a while, and I said sure. I'll find something on Facebook that I want, and we'll do a trade. And this guitar was an hour away from his house.
Huh.
He went today to pick it up, and he's coming over here on Monday, and we'll do the exchange.
Nice. That's cool that you guys live so close together.
Well, I mean, he's 4 hours away. It's not really close, but it's a lot closer than Japan.
I was just about to say exactly. That's a lot closer than what Johnny is in LA too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So very cool, Jason. But I'm a 22 fret kind of guy. Yes, I do need to point out that Strat is a 21 fretter as well.
That's cool. That's a cool guitar, man. The Japanese Fender Squire stuff is amazing.
Oh, it's right up there with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really, really is.
My main Telecaster is a Japanese Telecaster.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Douglas, I think it's I think it's 2 screws and a bolt. I don't think it's 3 wood screws.
I didn't catch. Oh, here you go. It has 2 screws and a bolt, or 3 wood. It's actually 3 wood screws and a bolt. I'll grab it back out again.
I thought it was 2 wood screws and a bolt. The bottom one I think is a bolt, and the 2 top ones are wood screws.
But it's also got.
That's tilt. Well. That's a tilt. That's not.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Oh, you know what? You've stumped me now. I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, the bottom screw is not a wood screw; it's a bolt.
Should I take it apart right now, live on air, quickly, and have a look? What do you think?
That's up to you.
If you want to, you'll be the only one here because Dave wants to leave, and I have to clean something up.
Well, then we can leave it. Although, if we need to do it quickly, just for the record,
Oh my goodness.
That's a little
Jason
bit
comes to
taking the
play.
screws out.
Oh, let's quickly do this. I need to put new strings on it anyway.
Okay. I'll be right back. Real quick. Yeah, everybody, leave a thumbs up.
It's only 11:20 in the morning here. But I'm like Marty McFly. I'm Future Boy because it's Saturday here.
Douglas, do you want to jump on? All right, I'll be right back. I got to do something real quick.
When was the last time that neck was off that guitar?
Oh, I don't know. There's one wood screw. There's a second wood screw and the third one, and Dave's going to be right, I'm sure of it. Oh! 3 wood screws.
Oh, look at that. 3 wood screws. No, so it's not like a 70s Fender. There you go.
There you go. And then, yeah, it does have the tilt as well. It's interesting. Yep. So there you go. Real deal, mate.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Not something you get all the time. So yeah, man, that's kind of cool. Oh, and it's even got a date on the neck. Now, see, that's one thing I love about Japanese-made stuff. So I don't think
What's the date?
the date is 5 because they for some reason they've done this American. You guys go month, then day, then year, right?
Yeah, no day. Yeah, month, day, year. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so confusing. So this is July 20. Sorry, July. May 21st, 1986.
That's cool.
So there you go. There's authenticity for you right there. So yeah, man, if anybody wants it, hit me up. I'm going to make a little video and advertise it anyway, just because I don't need too much stuff sitting around the house that I'm not using these days. When you got kids, you kind of got to reprioritize a little bit. Plus, to be honest, I'm lucky if I play guitar for 30 minutes a month these days. I'm just so busy doing all my video stuff, which is just what I enjoy too much and pays the bills.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry if anybody's asked any questions about this in the chat. Feel free to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and I'll answer your questions. No problem at all. Just on Facebook, if anybody who watches this show has sent me a request that I haven't replied or I haven't accepted it, it's because I don't accept people I don't know who the hell they are. So if you send me a message and say, hey, this is such and such with your handle name from the Johnny Beane show, then I'll go, oh, okay, cool, I know who you are, because I don't need a list of friends that I'm never going to meet and I don't even know who the hell they are. But if I know who you are from the show, sure, no problem. Just for the record.
That's always cool.
Yeah, man. All right. Should we finish the show while Johnny's not here?
Yeah, I think we should both leave. No.
That'd just be funny.
I did that. We did that last week or the week before. I think me and Jay both, or maybe it was me and Rob. I don't remember. Johnny was out and we both left. And Johnny came back and was like, where is everybody?
That'd be a great thing to watch back. Be a good laugh. But yeah, man, 3 wood screws. I'm pretty happy. I had a funny feeling it was, but I didn't want to say, oh, you're wrong until I had proven myself right.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad I was wrong because that's a cooler guitar.
Yeah, man, definitely. But just, I don't need it. It's just, I'd rather $10,000 into a new lens for my camera or something like that.
Right.
That's the kind of tools of the trade that I need these days.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
So, everybody in the chat, should we stay or should we go and leave Johnny to...
Joe Hardy's already said, let's leave. No, let's all leave.
Shall we all hide?
Poor Johnny. He's such a sweet guy. Come on. Right. Go in. Outdoors and Nature Kathy says, hello, everyone. I don't even
Hello,
know.
Outdoors. Unfortunately, you've come to the end of our video. So
yeah, when we're just discussing whether we should leave before Johnny comes back from his sabbatical.
Brett says, be nice and stay. I don't want to be nice. Everyone else is nice.
This is a really exciting part of the show now. That's why we've only got 66 people watching.
That's okay. It's the end of the night. It's it's
still early in the day. It's not even midday yet. What are you talking about?
Thanks, Fruitcake Tony. You too, buddy.
Oh, there it is.
Outdoors in nature. Is this your first time with us? And where are you hailing from?
Yeah, that's shitty stuff. Because believe me, if it's your first time here outdoors in nature, it's normally much more exciting. We're just having a funny little wind down here right now. That's all. Irish goodbye as soon as he comes back. Get Johnny back for the no audio track he and Jay pulled on you, Dave. There you go. A trick, rather, not track. It's one thing that sucks as you're getting older. For some reason, I have to just squint a little bit sometimes to look at stuff, and I don't want to get glasses.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? This one here doesn't stop singing. He loves to sing.
Outdoors in nature said in Texas and bound for Nevada next month. Well, good for you. My fiance is from Texas.
I got a few friends in Texas, in Houston. Got to get down there one day. Well, look, Johnny's taking an awfully long time. I think we should just bail.
Okay. Yep. Hey, everyone. I'm going to say goodnight for Johnny and for everyone. It was a great evening. Good show tonight, everyone. Thanks for coming. We'll see you on the next show. I'm sure Johnny will be on doing his vlog every day or whatever. But we will see you on Tuesday night. So long, everyone.
Ciao from Japan, or sayonara from Japan. Bye-bye. See you, Dave. Talk soon, mate.
You got it. See ya.
See ya. I just made it. Bye. Bye.
We were just signing off, Johnny.
Oh, both of you? Oh.
We were just signing off for you.
Oh, okay.
We didn't know how long you were going to be. We didn't know if you'd left the country or whatever at last. You got inspired by our conversation.
Well, if you'll notice, he's wearing a different diaper now.
Oh, there you go.
Aww.
Yeah, he actually. I was sitting here. I'm like, what's that stink?
Johnny, this is a real shitty end of the show, mate. But
everybody change diapers now. All right.
Sure. Say bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.
All right. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Shauna Marie sings Nightbot. Outdoors with Nature Kathy. Welcome. Bye. Charles Green, Joe Harvey.
Bye-bye.
Shauna.
Sean.
You know, it's not like Shauna's ever on the show or whatever. I mean.
Yeah, it would take me. Shauna lives like 40 minutes away from me. Talking about traveling 20 hours.
So you do know that Shauna's a real person. I was just about to make a gag about maybe that like Shauna is Sean's transgender like persona or something, and he's doing two computers.
Wow. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Johnny Beane raid. Yeah, everybody. It seems like a lot of people are getting pissed off at us for doing raids. So wherever you're going right now, if you're leaving the channel, say Johnny Beane raid wherever you're going. Or say Johnny Beane sent me, or Johnny Beane says hi. And we'll see you guys next time. Right here.
On The Price is Right.
Sayonara.